This is Drop In, Drop Out, the weekly podcast where a mix of 7 gamers come together to talk all about video games. Tonight, on this YouTube premiere on Christmas evening, not Eve, Christmas evening, we are presenting the INNYs, the first ever award show from us here at Drop In, Drop Out, with what we guarantee will be the most unique categories ever. I'm your host, Patrick, dropping in for the INNYs, Jerica, aka Jerkachu. Jerica, how you doing?
I'm doing swell at this point in time. There's probably been 2 more quesaritos added to my gut.
Okay.
I've been eating them every day since it's back at Taco Bell. This isn't an ad for Taco Bell.
Is the quesarito a limited drop?
Yeah, it's not going to stay, which really, really fucking sucks. It's been since like 2014.
I've never partook in the quesarito, but
better.
I need to.
Should we drop in to Taco Bell and try it out?
I do believe we shall. Also dropping in my favorite member of Drop In, Drop Out, almost a year in still, Kayla, aka Kayla. Kayla, how you doing?
I'm doing really swell. My husband put my tie on. It was a very great moment for us. And I'm ready to talk about the best games and the worst games, maybe?
Maybe some outies even, perhaps? Also dropping in Jordan, aka Cognitive Clips. Jordan, welcome to the show. How are we doing?
I am good. I'm just popped up with a little Coke Zero, so
okay.
Ready to get the show on the road, man.
Jordan on poppers. Also dropping in the dumpster boy, Cayman. How we doing?
Patrick, I'm stressed out.
Oh no.
I'm stressed out. Let me tell you why. I've got like 1 week from the time of this recording to complete at least one singular New Year's resolution. I didn't do a single one of them. This entire year has gone by. I didn't do a single one of them, and now I have to prep new ones?
Yeah.
I can't fucking do this, Patrick.
It's tough.
Cayman, you survived the year, and I think that's a huge thing for you anyway. So I'd say congratulations on all that.
The sad part is you say that is the New Year's resolution was both survive and have a good year. And we just survived it. So I'm fucked. I'm so
that's 50%, man. You don't have 50% on your list.
Some people say 50% a passing grade. And rounding out this sextet, the homie JakeTwitchin. Jake, how we doing?
I'm doing so well. I think it's worth for audio listeners. Kayla mentioned wearing a tie, but we are all suited up. Looking our best for our formal event tonight. But yes, I'm very glad to be here.
Suited and booted. Fun fact about this blazer that I'm wearing. I was able to salvage the blazer from my house, but not the pants. But this is the suit I wore on my wedding day. And I had the inside of it monogrammed. I don't think it's going to read, but I typoed on the website. And so it says the date is 3017 instead of 2017. And they fucking left it in, which I'm glad they did, because now I get to tell that story all the time.
Only get married in the future.
Exactly. If I'm still alive, then
you can still fit in your wedding suit jacket.
Oh no, no. The amount of inches it takes to have the buttons even touch.
I retract my statement.
My shoulders haven't widened at least, but you guys, you better hope I don't have to stand up tonight. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we are about to dive into the INNYs. We figured there's going to be so many award shows happening. The Game Awards just happened with a historic night for Claire Obscura Expedition 33, and we thought we don't do anything normal around here. We are going to have a Game of the Year episode dropping live next week where we unveil our top 10 games of the year. But we thought, let's show them how it's done. Let's do an award show. But the thing is, Kayla, we're going to get stuff wrong. So I want you, the audience, you, the watchers, the viewers, the listeners, the readers, whatever verb you're doing, comment when we get things wrong. Let us know, what did we miss in these categories? So without further ado, any questions or thoughts before we dive into our first category of the first annual INNYs?
No. Suited up and ready to go, folks.
The horniness.
Say it one more time, Jerica.
So INNY.
Is there a limit to our horniness?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I would like for us to get shadow banned on YouTube today.
Let's just say I'll be challenging that tonight.
That's correct. That is correct. Okay, well, let's dive into the first category of the INNYs. The game you really thought was going to be a contender, but let you down more than that time Dad never came back when he was supposed to just get a gallon of milk award, or the biggest disappointment of the year. So this is a little tiptoeing into what tonight's awards are going to be like. So we figured let's start it off with a fucking bang. Jerica, I kick to you for the first nomination for tonight's INNYs.
I'll say this, for the whole year, I had a hard time like finding something that I was truly disappointed in, because it's been obviously a pretty great year if you like playing video games. But for me, I think it just happened like a few weeks ago. Well, was it the Game Awards that we learned? It was the Game Awards where The Forest 3 was announced. And for me personally, my biggest disappointment is just probably going to just be me and me alone. I'm disappointed that the second game is not even on consoles yet.
Sure.
How are they supposed to announce the third game when I haven't even been able to play the second one? I know I could play on Steam, but all my friends are on PlayStation. That's where I want to play it. So what the hell?
What is the name of the second one? Is it Sons of the Forest?
Sons of the Forest, which I have yet to play, because I was hoping it would come to consoles, and then they got the third game coming.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Not a bad start. I don't have any connection to this video game. I think, hey, let's make the text smaller. Yeah, you got it. This is perfect. Okay, Sons of the Forest Erasure. We got the third game announced, and we can't even play the second one on console. Jake, I go to you next. What is your biggest disappointment of 2025?
I'm so glad you asked me, because I've been very disappointed all year in so many things. Video games included, but not limited to. However, I think this year, let me ask you real quick, am I allowed to nominate multiple things? Like, if it goes around and nobody took my other one, can I give you a little hey?
I think, especially if there's a time where someone is skipping an award, I think we can consider tossing in multiple things.
Because my thought process is like, I bet somebody has this on their list, possibly you. So I'm gonna go with Everybody Golf Hot Shots as my biggest disappointment of the year. This is a game that I wanted to just fall in line with the rest of the video games in this series that have been so good. And it was from a brand new developer. I should have known better. It was no longer in the capable hands, HANS, of Clap Hands. And truly a nightmare game that came out as like a broken 6 out of 10 and has remained a broken 6 out of 10 after every update that it's got.
Sure. Okay. I respect that. Mine is going to be a little similar. I'll go ahead and jump in because it might be, you might be spot on. Maybe you aren't. My biggest disappointment is South of Midnight. I went into this year truly thinking South of Midnight was going to be like almost an all-timer. This is going to be the year that Xbox finally gets a Game of the Year nomination at the Game Awards, and it's a good video game, but as I am crafting my top 10 list for the year, it's at like number 21 or something. And that is just, there was a lot that game did right, but there was more that the game did wrong. And I just hope, with the track record of this industry, that we get a second swing from that studio on this IP, because I think it could still be an all-timer in the future, but this game was not it.
Yeah.
Cayman, how about you?
Ooh, okay. This is gonna upset some people, maybe. I'm gonna go with Split Fiction.
Ooh, okay, sure.
Someone who is
that's a
an
good one.
absolute fucking diehard It Takes Two fan. Split Fiction just kind of landed softly for me. It was one I actually forgot when I was going and working on my Games of the Year list. I forgot that game even came out. And if you're a game that I can't remember at the end of the year, then like something has gone wrong. That's not to say it's a bad game. It is an absolutely fantastic game. It just is a very, I don't know, it's a very dull experience with no lasting impact. So I'm curious to see how they where do we go from here for the developers whose names are escaping me?
Hazelight?
Hazelight.
Yeah.
So kind of see where, because here's the thing. I don't think that this is a hot opinion, though. I think some people also probably feel the same way. So curious how that goes. But man, what a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
It sucks. Yeah.
Cog, you're up next. Biggest disappointment of 2025.
If you had asked me, if we recorded this 1 week ago, I would have said Blueprints.
Yeah, you would have.
Tonight, I'm saying Borderlands 4.
I respect the fuck out of that pick.
Because what I have played, what I've been able to play, I should say, because that's part of the disappointment. What I've been able to play has been very fun. Like, I like the style that they went with. The gunplay is always great in these games. All of that. Everything with Randy, before and after, ridiculous. The fact that I have this brand new to me, or it is brand new, like, RTX 5060, rig that I got, and it still takes like 5 minutes to load because of all the shader compilation, all the nonsense. It's just so badly optimized for PC. They indefinitely delayed the Switch 2 edition of it. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Sure.
What they gave to us for the end product. And again, like, I really want to go back to it at some point and finish playing through it and all that, but it's just been such a slog because, I mean, might as well just fire it up and go out to dinner. Take my wife out to a nice dinner.
Boom.
Maybe the shaders will be compiled by then.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Kayla, round us out. Biggest disappointment for you in 2025?
Well, I think that you probably won't be surprised if you closely follow our Twitch and you watch our streams. But my biggest disappointment is going to be Little Nightmares 3. Because I'm such a big fan of the series as a whole. I loved 1 and 2. I have memorabilia. I have collector's items from Little Nightmares 3. But when Patrick and I tried it out on stream, I was so disappointed in how buggy it was, how bad it looked just overall, that it left such a bad taste in my mouth that I requested a Steam refund, which I never do. But I did. So I think that that has to be my biggest disappointment because I'm such a fan of the series as a whole. So
sure. Yeah. Before we start voting, Jake, did you want to throw in one more for this category?
Like if we wanted to limit it to 6 and take mine out, I thought that maybe you would bring my other one to the table, and I want to hard sell this as like my actual pick for the year, but I wanted to make sure I had a chance to diss everybody golf hot shots.
Sure.
But mine overall is To a T. Which,
that's
if you guys remember, the hype was palpable for this game. Yeah, exactly. 3 every morning. Unbelievable hype going into that game from a new team, but a visionary developer of Katamari Damacy, Kita Takahashi, I think. I looked at my phone for that. I brought it up. And I think not only did the game not resonate with me, I feel like to seal the deal on this disappointment, there was a news story that ran a couple weeks ago about this game not resonating with anybody and being a general disappointment, both critically and commercially, to the point that Kita Takahashi had to move back to Japan.
Poor guy.
Which is insane, and he's not sure if he's going to make a game again, which I hope is not the case, and I hope he bounces back, but it is a testament to a game that I thought was going to be great and really did disappoint me. Great message.
I agree. When you started saying, I was like, oh, you know what I could have said was The Last of Us Season 2 as another one.
Yeah,
but I think this is a good list. Let's stick with these 6. To start the bidding from the crowd, is there any one of these that, you didn't throw it in, but you're like, I think that's the move for anybody?
I would say Split Fiction for me. I, for some reason, totally forgot about that game, like Cayman mentioned. But like, I think because of how well It Takes Two did Split Fiction even get a GOTY nominee?
It did not.
Director.
But it got direction, and it got like a 90 on OpenCritic. And it's still
one of the 6 best reviewed games of the year.
Yeah, but it won so much. It Takes Two won like so much when it came out, right?
Yeah.
Like it won like...
I mean, it won Game of the
GOTY,
yeah.
I might even actually pick Split Fiction over Little Nightmares 3 because of how much I was excited to like play it with my husband. But like we bought it and we both started playing it. We looked at each other. We were like, do we want to keep playing this?
Right.
Like,
I do like that. Because also the thing about Little Nightmares 3 too is like we were kind of afraid that it might be because new studio, all those things. So like
it was a little bit sort of anticipated, I guess. But Supermassive is not like a bad studio though.
No,
that's the thing.
Not at all.
Like I was not like thinking it was going to be bad from them, but I was a little scared that it was going to be somebody different. But
Does anybody here really like Split Fiction?
I don't. No.
I
No.
think that is a
I nothing it.
pretty good case against it because that game is so well reviewed. It was, again, hotly anticipated by the majority of us coming off
Yeah.
It Takes Two. And the fact that that game reviewed so well and on paper should be so good, and none of us have strong feelings for it, and some of us have strong feelings against it or feel nothing, is pretty damning.
Yeah. So we're saying Split
I
Fiction
forgot
maybe is the
about
move?
Until Caitlin
Yeah. I
mentioned
think
it.
so.
I forgot about
Yeah,
it.
I think so.
It's a real game that exists.
Okay.
I promise you, it does.
The first
Split Fiction.
any of the night goes to Split Fiction for the game you really thought was going to be a contender, but let you down more than that time Dad never came back when he was just supposed to get a gallon of milk award. So congratulations to Split Fiction. Or I guess I'm sorry that happened to you. I guess maybe makes more sense here.
Right.
I ain't reading all that.
Our next award, the most universally loved game, or the best game even Noah thinks is good. I am going to start the bidding on this one, if you guys don't mind. And I think this one I kind of struggled with, of kind of coming up with what it might be. But as I was thinking through, like, you look at something like Clair Obscur, it got so many awards, but it also has a lot of antagonists online. And I think the one game, as I was going through like the highest rated and the winners and stuff, feel like the one game that I've really not heard any, if not like very little objection to, is Donkey Kong Bonanza. So I'm going to throw in Donkey Kong Bonanza as the most universally loved game of 2025. Kayla, I'll kick to you next.
Okay, so I had two options. I think like Expedition 33 to me is the obvious option because of how well coveted it is. But as someone who also well covets it, I don't know that I can like pick it. I think part of me wants to pick. I think I'm gonna go with Blueprints actually because I feel like majority of people that have sunk time into it would pick it as its like. Would pick this one as like one that they love the most. So I'm gonna go with that one.
I love that. Jerica, how about you? Nope, sorry.
Also-
You don't have this one checked, do you?
I might have checked it, then I checked it back but luckily my answer is the same as yours, Patrick, is Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Hell yeah, brother. Cog, what about you?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Kayla, where I even jotted on my notes Clair Obscur, and I debated like should it be Blueprints instead, and I think I'm gonna have to go Blueprints as well because the way that it was universally beloved made me go back to it, and where that ended up for me, I'll have to come back next week and see. But I think Blueprints is a play here.
Okay, Jake.
Yeah, you guys are fucking insane. The Expedition 33 vote is the smart one here. I can't believe you guys are trying to throw it somewhere else. I truly, as a professional Expedition 33 detractor, I have never had so many battles.
That's fair, but you do choose them. You choose to have these battles.
I do choose them. I choose violence,
Yes.
no doubt. But it is obviously, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Not only sales, not only critical acclaim, but cleaning up as more and more Game of the Years are crowned at different outlets. And I mean, it would be hard to find a better answer on any other year, I feel like.
I think that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. We'll debate it in a second, but Cayman, round us out. Do you have one for this category, or did you skip this one?
I'm skipping this one,
Great.
but I am here to rattle Jake's cage.
Okay.
Let me detract from you, good sir.
Do tell.
With the news that Expedition 33 has AI in it.
Oh, hold on. Can we save that for later in the show, please?
Ooh, baby.
What I'm going to
You-
say is
clearly
I
you
think
have not been
public
in Discord.
opinion is starting to change on Expedition 33. I'll leave it there.
Sure.
We had a new category called Time to Stuff the Genie Back in the Bottle, aka Best AI Story of the Year.
Sure.
With Expeditions being like one. Never mind. Just
Here's my debate with you, Jake. Even though yes, it is winning so many awards and it is selling like fucking hotcakes still, and I'm sure there's going to be a story any day now of Expedition 33 sells 2 million since winning at the Game Awards or whatever, like one of those kinds of stories. But I don't know. I feel like so much of this year, especially since like summertime, because it had that honeymoon period where just everyone fucking adored Expedition 33 when it first came out. But then I feel like since like summer, there has also been a pretty loud anti-Expedition 33 movement in general, and like typically that just happens for whatever is like the most popular thing at the time.
Yeah, that people just don't want to play it 'cause it's
for sure.
popular.
But I feel
It's
like
led by Jake. But
sure, but my point being, I feel like typically you think of like the 2022 when it was God of War Ragnarok versus Elden Ring. It wasn't that people were arguing that Elden Ring was bad or whatever. It just some people just like preferred Ragnarok. Whereas I feel like there has just been a very loud Expedition 33 is overrated narrative happening, whereas I would also, even though I love that two people threw out blueprints, if the Discord is the only thing to go off of, that is a divisive fucking video game, the blueprints. That's why I feel like Donkey Kong Bonanza might be the move here, but I see Jordan's pesky little finger up, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you're trying to be all creative with our categories here and have the jokey subtitle be a game even Noah thinks is good, Noah does not like Donkey Kong Bonanza nearly as much as Expedition 33 or Blueprints. So
okay, no, actually, I fear
shot yourself in the foot.
I fear you got me dead to rights, and Donkey Kong Bonanza cannot win this category. I fear.
I will
yeah,
also
no, you're completely
right. Social media, I've had pretty big videos on Donkey Kong Bonanza and Expedition 33, and on Donkey Kong Bonanza, I did rage bait a little bit and compared it directly to Expedition 33, but there's a big breed of like Nintendo fucking haters, like kid
fair.
system,
Yeah,
baby
that's
game,
true.
you know what I mean? And those always come out of the woodwork, and I feel like it's tough to call anything Nintendo universally loved because of the built-in
That's
like
true.
20% of gamers hate it.
Sure. Jerica, I want to bring you in. You've been trying to chime in, and I keep not letting you.
Well, no. Everyone's got great points, and I want to make sure that I answered my previous question. I was gonna can you just give me the definition again? So thank you for asking that, Jordan.
Yeah,
that
so
helped me. I got it answered.
Oh, you got it answered. Great. Okay.
Question. Now that I even know with Noah is involved here in this descriptor, I feel a little bit more equipped. I guess I should read more, but I'll say like this. I defined this at a glance incorrectly, but I was considering what are other. I don't know why. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. I'm trying to get someone's hacking me. Am I lagging for y'all?
A tiny bit, but not badly.
Okay. I took it what is the game that I'm seeing in the hands of all the people that I do know in my life that are unaware that I do this podcast, and I really try to dive into out of all my semi-hardcore gamer friends that play a game once every 4 months maybe. Out of this year, what did they play the most of? And I'll say what I've been hearing: Donkey Kong, Pokemon, and Ghost of Yote, and then Arc Raiders. Those 4 games are the ones that I'm hearing and it's a pretty good collection of folks that I've talked to. So I try to consider that when I was, and not just the video game space and reviewers, and because we're going to talk about what's hot.
Sure.
I truly think a game that everyone can play, doesn't matter who it is Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's why I picked it. So I feel like out of everybody that I've seen play it, commented, friends outside of this group, Donkey Kong seems like the best game.
For sure.
I'm surprised to hear more about Mario Kart, honestly, or seeing more people play that out in the wild.
Sure. That could have been in the most disappointing category. Mario Kart World, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So I do think, though, Jordan's point about, since it is the best game even Noah thinks is good, I do think, unfortunately, that does disqualify Donkey Kong Bonanza. Even though I'm right there with you, Jerica, this feels like it should be the answer, but it's my fault. I take full responsibility.
It shouldn't be Blueprints, though.
I agree. I don't think it should be Blueprints. As much as I love Blueprints,
not a big quantity there. So
yeah,
we might be leaning, for me, anyways. I would lean more towards Jake's Expedition 33 in that regard.
I think I would also, but only because there have been so many fucking arguments in the Discord about Blueprints, even though one of the arguers is now on our side. Jordan, welcome. We love it. We love that you're here.
He did in fact make an essay against Blueprints.
And maybe he's going to make one for. Ain't that right, dog?
Redacted.
LFG.
It's called Know Better, Do Better. Look it up.
Ooh, okay.
Any final arguments against E33, or are we just going to give it to that for this?
No, I know Cayman mentioned the whole AI situation,
which we'll get to.
We have, there's a whole, there is...
I'm ready to talk about it.
We'll get to it. We'll
It's
get to it. I promise.
Tell me
this
I'm
score is
wrong.
bumping.
All right.
I
okay.
agree. E33, yeah.
For the second any of the night, most universally loved game goes to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. This next category is our first of twofers. This is the best mommy / daddy / they'dy want a little nibble of that award, which also can be called the best hunk and best babe. So, Jerica, I would like to start with you. Who would you nominate in these categories?
We going hunk or babe first?
Let's do. Oh, that's great. Let's start with hunk. Let's do all of the hunks, and then let's circle back and do all of the babes.
Pigs. Easy answer. There's no reason to explain. Just
Okay. Pigs. Easy.
way of the hips. Look at that tongue in that one scene. If you've seen
Perfect.
it, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. That long thing.
That tongue tickle.
Also, to be clear, even though the first part of the category has 3 qualifiers and the second is only 2, the theydies can be in either or both. Let's be clear. Cog, best hunk. Who you got?
This is maybe cheating, but I don't care. I'm gonna go with Ben Starr as Vinny in Dead Take.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because he was still playing a character, even if it was like a live action, whatever they call that. He was a little bit frightening.
Okay. But in a hot way.
Maybe a hot way, question mark. I don't know.
Okay. I love it. Cayman, how about you? Best hunk.
Yeah, this is gonna throw some curveballs in here. I'm gonna go with the jar of mayonnaise for My Name is Mayo Remayo.
Damn it.
Wood.
I hate that answer.
Because you love it so much?
It's hard to argue against a jar of mayo that goes on so many different life journeys. Is he gonna be a rock star? Is he gonna wear a red bikini with whipped cream over his boobies?
Ooh.
I don't know. You gotta go find out. Gotta go tap that boy. Gotta go tap him.
Please
Gotta
see
tap him real good.
last episode Secret Santa edition for more information.
Correct. Jake, how about you? Best hunk.
Listen, this year I was able to view on my television screen the most shredded, the sweatiest, the highest definition hunk that I've ever seen in the form of Naked Snake from Metal Gear Solid Delta. Unbelievable. And the best part, letting it all hang out if you feel like that's what you would like him to do. He's wearing different types of camo. The motherfucker's shirtless the entire time. We did our entire run shirtless.
I love it. I fucking love it. Kayla, who do you have for best hunk?
Listen, I'm a elite adopter of Hades 2, but you would be remiss to not mention any Hades 2 men in this lineup here. And I actually am going to mention, I always butcher this name, Odysseus.
Odysseus.
I
believe you mean Odysseus, princess.
I do, and that voice, and I just love that he's always there. So I got to mention him. And that's going to be my pick, Hades 2.
Every time he ever says princess, it just somehow gets longer. That by the end of the game, it's like 35 seconds. Princess. I was between a couple on this one. I think my bit answer is Wario from Mario Kart World with the rat tail, specifically. But I think my real answer is another Hades 2 mention, and that is Chaos. I think Chaos in Hades 2 is so fucking hot.
I agree.
So we're going Chaos for sure.
Acknowledge.
Oh, goddamn. Any initial? I'm biased because I nominated Chaos. I think Chaos is a strong choice. I think Naked Snake though is a really strong. I think that might be the move for this personally.
Over Higgs for real?
But I mean, because
my definition of hunk's real different. I know that's is that hunky? I don't know. It's hunky for me.
I mean, here's the thing. What that tongue do, for sure. Absolutely. With Higgs.
Yeah.
Is Higgs the kiss-looking character with the face paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is he the one that makes out with Norman Reedus if you get the Easter egg?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I've seen that Easter egg a few times, so.
I watched it.
Spoilers for Discerning, too.
I'm going with Naked Snake, though.
Yeah.
Clunk boy.
I think my argument against Higgs is just I don't love his hair.
He's missing a chest,
Well, there's also
like
that.
actual nipples.
Sure. But there's
then
something about his
once he
hair
got nipples
for me.
again.
There.
So
It's just there.
I think,
it's just the hair.
unfortunately, Cayman, I think we remove remake
Uh-oh.
just because I feel like human is a requirement here. I fear.
Whoa.
Wow,
You know,
that-
here's the
that's,
thing, though.
That's bias, but okay.
That's crazy.
Here's the
That is
thing, though.
crazy.
No AI.
You can
Get outta
fuck
here.
up a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, you could. And I have.
You can, if you're a man. I'm just kidding. Uh,
Here's the thing. I also
That's
think
actually
so.
a very valid point. I'm sorry.
I think
No
mayo
inclusion
we
there.
can take off. I agree with Kayla that we can take off mayo. I also think, and I think it's just Jordan is going on an uphill battle because no one else played Dead Take. So I there just isn't much to reference for us. So you're gonna have to really sell it, I think.
Can you?
I'm not gonna try that hard. It's fine.
Great. Okay, perfect.
I had to Google dead take.
I was hoping the whole outfit ready, and he was just gonna like come out in character. That's what I need to see.
Sure.
That might be able to
Yeah.
put me on it.
That's true. Jordan, please give us a demonstration. Yes.
I can't. I didn't prep the scene. I didn't memorize the lines.
I would
Aw.
love to make a case against Chaos and Odysseus, just in that if this was Hades 1 and your vote was Zagreus, I would listen because it's such a predominant character. But Chaos and Odysseus, despite being top tier hunks, you know, the list goes on for Hades 2, they're like 1/25th of that story, you know?
Fair.
Yeah.
It's just a bite-sized hunk.
That's fair.
Odysseus is in like a lot of the scenes, though. At least, let's be clear, though. I have not completed the game, but I'm still like pretty early. But
No, for sure.
I don't know,
Odysseus
I
is
feel like
around a
it's
lot. I think I think honestly Moros might have been a better pull than Chaos for me because Moros is in the game a lot more than Chaos is.
What
but-
those antlers do.
Oh my god, dude! Fucking
Can we talk a little bit of fucking Hades light spoilers, which you should expect at this kind of award show?
yeah. For sure.
A character that comes back towards the end. If anybody knows, oh my god, hold on, I'm blanking on his name. Patrick, help me. 3rd level when you're going north.
Oh,
It
Prometheus.
is nope. It's the bonus guy, Purple Lord of Orgies,
Dionysus.
Dionysus. Correct.
No,
Dionysus,
actually, no.
yeah.
But Dionysus would have been a great, the more correct pull for sure. Dionysus
Yeah.
and
Is he,
Hades
like
too.
God of orgies, like for real.
Yeah,
The god of
much,
love and
He's
yeah.
the god of
wine.
wine and revelry.
Revelry. That's
But I'm
right,
sure that
that's right,
includes
not
crazy.
orgies, but
Okay.
you know,
yeah.
that's just a side thing.
But yeah,
Cool.
Dionysian is very much it just means that y'all be fucking for sure. So that
Yeah,
was
that's the translation. Actually.
Dionysus canonically fucked a lot.
yes.
Can work with
Didn't they all?
drop in, drop out. Dido.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Dionysus is definitely something.
Dionysus.
I do think I am officially putting my weight behind Naked Snake though. I think, especially shirtless Naked Snake.
I am
mean,
as well.
You also can't go wrong with a mullet. I'm not trying to fight it because I
Sure.
do love. Is it a mullet? But he's sporting.
Yeah, he's
good.
oh, definitely.
Yeah,
mullet,
he's
for sure.
got a fucking mullet.
When I
For sure.
dress up. As Naked
Okay, I think it sounds like we have the votes for Naked Snake.
I agree.
Snake.
So now
Congratulations,
Jerica
Naked
didn't.
Snake.
You streamed this with our friend Cody on JK Games, right?
wasn't in my naked snake
Nike,
outfit
bro.
yet. That was later.
Naked.
I
Naked.
had clothing on. Later did transform.
Okay, now
Amazing.
we move to Best Babe. Jerica, kicking right back to you. Who you got for Best Babe?
I always butcher her name. Hecate.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Ooh. Ooh.
All
Yeah.
pick me up, toss
And you
me
got it
around, and
perfect.
help me pop my back because my back hurts a little bit. And once that woman pops that back,
Her voice, man.
do that
I love that. Yeah.
multiple times, and I'm good to go.
Did anybody bathe with Hecate in the game?
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yep. Insane.
I didn't do it. Haven't got that far.
Can I just say, brother?
Worth it.
Worth it. Oh, for sure. For sure. Also, there something that I am considering nominating in a future category, but it's like the most spoilers for Hades 2, so I'm not going to. There is a bath with Hecate in particular, but I won't get there. Jake,
Okay.
Best Babe.
This is I fucking got your asses. I said at the very beginning of this, can we have multiple? Can we suggest multiple? And now look at me. Misaki, Fiona, the entire cast of Venus Vacation. No, I'm gonna leave them out. My pick is Pauline from Mario Kart World.
But specifically her racetrack outfit.
Correct. Racetrack outfit Pauline.
That's exactly right. She's one of the
absolutely insane.
Yeah, one of the people I was going to choose from, and I most likely was going to land on her. Was Pauline from Mario Kart World, specifically.
You like that, wouldn't you?
Racetrack. Oh, for
Good
sure.
landing.
Cog.
I got words for a second.
Cog, what about you?
Shocking everyone on the panel, I'm sure. I'm gonna go with Lune. I mean,
Lune,
just...
sure.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say Samus.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that's technically December, so that doesn't count, right?
Oh, it does
still
count.
counts. We're not playing by those rules.
Okay.
But like, you know, Lune is a character also. Not only is she a baddie, but like her character is fantastic. The performance is excellent. Like her story that you learn about, it's all just great.
We know you like feet, you know, and that's fine. Cayman, how about you?
Oh, I hate them.
As he gulps the fuck out of that Coke Zero.
He's too wired, guys. He's too wired. We need to rein him in. I'm gonna go with She-Hulk from Cosmic Invasion. I'd let that broad crush my skull between those giant green thighs of hers, brother.
Oh, when she does her like ground smash attack and she just lowers her whole back into
Ooh,
very good.
Ooh,
maybe I need to review
got the bins, brother.
Kayla, best babe.
I cannot believe we made it this far and we haven't mentioned our dearly beloved blonde blazer from Dispatch. Come on, man. Also, Patrick clearly not wearing his blazer pants here.
Oh no, they're gone.
Blonde blazer, aka Mandy, from Dispatch is my pick because she's she's a 10.
Yes. Same voice actress as Samus. Just saying.
Exactly, my whole point.
The list was pretty long with this one. I mean, so many Hades characters could be, and Nemesis as an option, perhaps. I also had Pauline on my list, but just to round out the 6, I'm gonna also pull from Dispatch and say Invisigal, Courtney,
aka Vi, but different.
Sure.
Yeah.
Splitting the votes from Dispatch.
Any immediate standouts for people?
You're just refusing to acknowledge Jericho over here, losing her absolute fucking mind.
I'm trying to be polite.
Go ahead.
I'm just set it up for a joke. But did anyone consider the doors from Metroid? I know we're not.
Very good.
Those are very
I've considered them a lot.
I wish I had considered them.
Everywhere.
Honorable mention, can I throw Emma from Pokemon Legends ZA?
Wow.
Did anyone catch this?
I didn't.
I caught that.
Man, we love women here. Isn't that great?
We love it.
I love them.
We landed on a show where all these men just keep talking about women.
Yeah.
We love it.
So
We have women nominations in hunks.
Yeah, for sure.
This year, I guess.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not a hunky year.
Not a hunky year.
this
I agree. I don't. Yep,
No.
I'm with you.
Not a hunky year.
Not a hunky year.
I just need everyone, before you vote against Blonde Blazer, to Google a photo and just look at that woman for a moment and tell me that you don't want that to be your pick. Let's just be very clear.
I do think personally, I think I would say the top 2 choices, in my opinion, are, even though I didn't nominate either of these, Blonde Blazer and Pauline from Mario Kart World, I think would be my top 2.
Can't be Pauline from Mario Kart World. I refuse.
Yeah, I think of her as a child, but I don't like it. Yeah.
What?
It's not a child.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She's not a child. What the?
I know, but I think of the Donkey Kong Bonanza.
No, different.
version of
Different.
her.
This is years later.
I
The
know,
continuity is completely different.
I know, but
Too
I
many
don't like
implications.
it. I don't like it. Yeah.
Too many implications.
That's the most
Here's the
recent
thing.
version of her. Is Donkey Kong.
I will say, I think all of you forgetting about giant green thighs, but that sex scene with Invisigal does start off in, what's it, episode 3? Whoop!
Jarek,
Spoilers, man.
Jarek
Come
can
on.
go on of the fact that she didn't feel like there was enough sexy in Dispatch, right,
That's true.
Jerica?
Correct.
Yeah.
If anything, it was
So
removed. We didn't get enough.
But you know what you did get is Power Mommy Blonde Blazer, who runs the company, and so
Sure.
I'm with
she's
Kayla.
in a position of
I'm
power.
Blazer.
Okay.
Come on,
You
man.
don't get like that often. Right in your face.
Exactly.
true.
Exactly.
It's true.
At 'em. Did you
So
look
we're
at it
going
enough?
just for the zoings.
Very big zoing factor here for sure.
Mm.
I think so. If all that's left on the list is Pauline, Lune, She-Hulk, and Blonde Blazer, I would personally have Lune at the bottom.
Mm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hashtag
I don't know.
CL.
I'm like
Ooh.
CL's
Pauline,
awesome too.
then
I-
She-Hulk for me, low key. I think She-Hulk's inspired.
Okay.
She-Hulk is an inspired
could-
pick for sure.
That got me
We could do-
interested. Based on
Green
y'all's
thighs
description.
is interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do I need to do a quick
I
little
was
Google
a-
search?
I think we
Little
need a quick
visual
little
aid
Google
here.
search. Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
Google.
yeah.
A little Google.
Just
Wouldn't hurt
I'm gonna
reading
go ahead and
Google.
vote.
I would
I'm
say
gonna vote She-Hulk because justice for that show and all the just idiotic trolls
God.
who dumped
Sure,
on
sure.
it for no reason.
I would also, if I'm trying to make a case for She-Hulk or Pauline, who deleted Pauline? All right, if we're making a case for She-Hulk, I would say that Blonde Blazer is because correct me if I'm wrong. Divisive, right? Is one of two love interests. Don't you have to choose
Correct.
between the two shorties?
It's
You do.
not
So-
divisive. You know
I-
the correct answer. I'll just say it.
So that might be points against it.
That's true. You do get
She-Hulk
the choice.
universally shorty.
You
man,
can
that's
technically
so
choose
small.
both.
So there's She-Hulk.
Okay, like the mom.
Yeah, that's
factors
good.
alone here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Behold the
then-
thighs.
Behold.
Look at Blonde Blazer's thighs. Google them. Put them next to each other.
Hold on.
Come on. Come on.
Brock,
Kayla,
show
do
me
we
Blonde
want-
Blazer's thighs.
the only time comparing two women's bodies is acceptable is right now. at
Sure.
this moment.
Right now,
Kayla, as the nominator, do you want Dispatch Blonde Blazer in costume or in dress?
Yes. In in costume.
In costume, okay.
Yeah, that's where she mostly is. You know.
Those thighs do be green and other
They
things.
really
though.
do be green.
Mhm.
All right, I was
It
trying to
makes you think a
find-
lot of things, doesn't it? I got a lot of
Oh, yeah,
questions about other
interesting.
things, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Mhm.
We're coming. And I'm also about to paste.
Not on camera, please.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
I choose Blonde
Okay.
Blazer.
Hey,
All right.
let's go.
Blonde Blazer has the votes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
we did
welcome.
it. We did it.
Yep.
Okay, next up,
We did it.
our next category. The Are We Actually Diane Arbus Award or Best Screenshot of the Year. Now, these are ones where I actually already have them in advance from people. We have 4 nominees, and I'm just going to go in the order that they're on my little screen here. We have Cognitive Clips nominating this picture from Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. We have, actually, I'm saving that one for last. We have me nominating this from Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time. It says, please, you must destroy the cog, save this world.
That's
Yes,
pretty wonderful.
yes, yes.
We have
Good.
Jerica nominating this from Death Stranding 2 on the beach, an actual like artistically sound thing compared to mine, at least. Not to say
It was gonna
Jordan's
go
wasn't
either
either.
way. I was like, I'm gonna be artistic. This is I feel like one of my most proud photo mode photos
Yeah.
this year.
And then our final nominee from JakeTwitchin.
Oh God.
God damn it.
Now let me add some context, please. It's
You don't
not
need it.
she's not just oiled up. We were helping her do sit-ups, okay, on the beach,
course.
and it's really sweaty.
It's very good. Very good.
Been pale before, so I'm glad someone put some kind of lotion, sunscreen. I hopefully
Exactly.
protected the skin from the sun because she's gonna get really burnt.
Jake, can we get a
Dear
hand check,
God.
please? Jake,
Hand check, please. Can we get it in the screenshot as well, please? Is that possible?
No.
Jerica, I almost did a Death Stranding 2 one as well. I have a screenshot of Higgs. This is in-game spoilers for Death Stranding 2, so beware for the next like 15 seconds. Higgs holding the guitar in the guitar battle that ends the game shirtless. And there's a line that's like, oh, well, we both have a guitar or some bullshit like that.
The
That is
guitar
so-
shit is endgame, the guitar battle.
It's like the
Yes.
last thing you do.
That's
That's
like
so
the worst kept
non-consensual.
endgame secret ever. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
become normal to talk about.
Sure,
And
for sure.
Also,
Um,
mental. Just like the picture.
So I think so we have Jake's Venus Vacation, whatever we're gonna call that. Jerica's Death Stranding 2. My Please You Must Destroy the Cogs, Save This World, and Cogs, the world being destroyed, perhaps in Expedition
Look
33.
how creative we are.
Wow. Such a great crew who we have here. I think if we're going pure reaction, Patrick's really made me laugh.
I was very proud of
Patrick's was
that
very,
one.
very good.
I was very
Patrick's
proud of this one.
It made me laugh. That did bring me a lot of joy.
Because-
they say you're to get joy from the art you look at. I think
That's true. The
Yeah, that's true.
people that aren't aware in Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time, the like main antagonist is just called Cog or like the Cog. And this isn't
Yeah.
like a create a character situation. So all throughout the game, you'll always get these lines about trying to stop the Cog or whatever. And this one, I totally forgot I did this. I just looked through all the screenshots I did on my Switch, and this one certainly jumped out. So
Forgot
I mean,
this
I'm
was this year.
biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, sorry,
that
Cog,
does
I love
remind
you,
me-
but also that's so fucking funny.
No, that was
popped
hysterical.
Up, so I'm
I am
does-
standing behind that.
Okay.
It reminds me of like Pokemon when you would name your rival like
Yeah,
asshole or
But-
whatever the fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
for sure.
Jake,
okay.
I'm sure you didn't see it because Discord is, not your wheelhouse. But one of my recent days in Prince was I got a garden house of cogs. So
Mm.
Very
yeah,
good.
it was meant to be. Yeah, destroy the cog goes pretty hard. I'm afraid.
Okay.
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. Artistically, I do think yours was very nice, Jerica. If I can say
thank
that,
you.
it's very good, very good.
Thank
And
you.
Cogs.
Fuck, Cogs
There was a picture that I almost
I'm
sent
just
like
kidding.
right after
And mine.
the photo that follows that picture like on my PlayStation like gallery is literally though I should have sent this one. I drew a penis in the sand. I draw a penis in the sand.
know your
No,
audience.
and did that last night in Yote before bed. I should have sent that to really show my true intentions with art,
Sure.
but
That's good.
For
I wanted to
a
be
little
professional.
behind the scenes for my co-hosts here in the audience at home, I actually sent Patrick like 5 different pictures from Venus
Yeah.
Vacation, and he had to message me right before the show and say, which one of these is your pick?
Yeah. He chose the correct one, I think, in terms of
And then,
even though it didn't win.
And then Jake replied, "Pick for what?" He was just sending you pictures of Venus Vacation.
Correct. Okay, next up, following the Are We Actually Diane Arbus Award or Best Screenshot is Best Game You Gotta Buy Physical even though buying physical is dying and no one is doing it anymore, or Best Box Art. Best Box Art of 2025. I'm going to start the bidding with Lost Records, Bloom, and Rage. This is probably one that would be beneficial to bring up some B-roll for me. So I will do that. But Lost Records for me. How about Jerica? Best Box Art.
This one was tough. I had 3 like contenders for this. And it's so tough. But I'm gonna go with number 1 that I put on my list. I'm gonna stick to my list. I don't know why I kept the other 2 on there. Just I guess to be reminded of the 2 that I also really wanted to pick. But God, the Dispatch like cover art's so good. It's so
Dispatch is
perfect.
so
It
good.
perfectly like captures what type of mood and vision that this game's gonna have. And I have to stick with Dispatches. Yeah, I love it. They're at the urinals.
Dispatch is
great.
very good. That was in my
Yeah.
short list. I like that pick a lot. I might fucking vote for it
Good
because you can't stop
logo.
me. How about Cog?
Shocking no one yet again. I have to go Metro Prime 4 Beyond. There's probably others that are like better composed or whatever else, but there was just something about actually seeing this and it being real after so long that just like, and it just looks awesome. Like I've always loved this suit design for Samus, so it goes hard for me.
It's great. Unfortunately, I can't vote for it because it's a Nintendo Switch 2 box, and that's so ugly.
It has a Switch 1 edition. It has a Switch 1
but
edition,
it also has
sir.
this edition. So I don't know. I don't know. Next up, we have Jake.
I'm about to win this shit on a fucking technicality.
Yeah.
My pick is Donkey Kong Bonanza's reverse box art.
Ooh,
The inside cover.
Shut up.
That's the one. That's the one. For
That's
me,
really good. That's
my
a strong
favorite
pick.
key art of the year. I think it's so good. I honestly think the regular DK Bonanza box art is also very strong. But
That was my
this
number
one,
two.
yeah, the
Yeah.
reverse of this being also, it's like it's pristine. It doesn't take away from like the actual, it doesn't have all like the text on it and shit like that. It's just so good. And this key art with the redesigned characters
Is
very, very strong.
Cayman and
So
Kayla
good.
don't have something to nominate, but do you guys have a vote on these 4 so far?
Okay.
I'm gonna go Dispatch.
Yeah. Okay.
I like three
Um,
dudes taking a piss.
I love that.
We
Kayla?
love piss in here. I'm gonna go with Donkey Kong because I think that like even though I have things to say about Lost Records later, but I think that Donkey Kong, I love the fact that it has the reverse option because I mean not a lot of things are doing that anymore, especially since like the category is reminiscent of like the fact that physical media is mostly dead. I think it's cool that they still have things like this in physical media. So I'm gonna go Donkey Kong.
So Jake and Kayla saying Donkey Kong, Cayman and Jerica saying Dispatch. Cog, how about you on these 2 remaining?
I will say real quick, there actually is a reversible art for Metro Prime 4 as well.
Oh, here we go.
It's pretty minimalist, it's still pretty cool, but my vote's going to be Donkey Kong on this.
I do, as I love the Dispatch box art, but one, it's an inspired pick too, that it's the reverse art for Donkey Kong Bonanza. So I'm going to throw it to Donkey Kong Bonanza as well. But an honorable mention to Dispatch for sure.
I agree. Yeah.
Our next award, our next INNY, is the best companion in a video game. Ideally not human, but I guess if it's human, that's okay award. Or best lil guy, non-gender specific, of course. I'm going to kick us off with this one, and I'm going to kind of go against the grain. However, I won't be surprised if I'm not the only one to nominate this character. Going against the grain because this certainly isn't a lil guy, but Esquier from Expedition 33, I think, is my choice for best lil guy of 2025.
How do you spell it? Is it spelled
I think so. I think that looks right to me.
ESQI
I think it's UIE, isn't it?
something.
Well, let's just
Something
say
like
that it's that.
That looks right. That looks right.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a
Kayla,
really
who's
good
your
pick.
best little guy of 2025?
That's a great pick, but we can't not talk about Beef from Dispatch. The little puppy guy. Come on, man. No, Beef. And he's a main character
Yeah,
in
no,
the
Beef.
game.
Beef
gotta
is the
talk about
front runner
Beef.
already. Beef's the front runner. for sure.
Honorable mention, somebody might have this one, but honorable mention to Twig from Keeper, the little bird guy. I did like the little bird guy in Keeper, but Dispatch Beef has got to have my pick for sure.
Yeah, Beef is also now my pick. Cog, how about you?
So who?
Cog. Cognitive Clips, Jordan.
Yeah, SGA is inspired. I didn't even think about him for this category. I picked Freenos from Hades 2, little frog dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like Freenos.
I considered
Freenos is
Tula
awesome.
the cat in Hades 2 because I just love anytime the cat stretches in the battlefield when you're surrounded by enemies and he just curls up
And
to go to
just
sleep.
lays down and
Is
doesn't
the best.
do anything.
But Freenos is good. Frinos, I believe. Okay.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Jake, who's your best little guy?
I had trouble because I think when I was writing these notes, I just wrote best little guy and didn't have like companion. So initially, I wrote down the cow from Mario Kart World.
That's a
Had
great
a real
choice.
big
That's a
little
cute,
guy
yeah.
moment. I think I'll go cow then.
Great.
Yeah, cow
Yeah.
from Mario Kart World.
Yeah, that's a great
I'll
choice.
allow it.
We were all shook when we saw that in the trailer too, that you could be the cow. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think
Cow
that,
had a
like,
moment Cal also featured very heavily in what might come up later, but in a drop in drop out stream.
I almost had a
that's true.
screenshot, but I was like, that's gonna come up, so I saved it. In the Diane Arbus Award. Cayman, round us out. Best little guy.
Best little guy. I'm gonna go back to Expedition 33.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna bring a curveball pick, and I'm gonna bring Francois, that angry motherfucker that comes through SPA's rocks. I fucking love that guy, man. Oh, I fucking love that guy.
I forget. Was he the tiny guy that like they also get big, like really big?
Like
that whatever those little.
No, he's the turtle.
He's just like the turtle rock, Francois, and he's just angry.
He's the turtle
all the time.
that like
He's pissed.
Is that supposed to be me?
Oh, right.
God,
Yep.
I
Okay,
love
I
him
remember.
so much. Every time you have to
remember.
interact with him, fucking love this guy.
Somebody please
Absolutely
fix
love
my
Got
that
phone.
rocks
guy.
for brains. I'm a turtle.
Thank you.
Can I
thank
do
you,
a
thank you, thank you.
couple honorable mentions just to see if it piques
Yes.
anybody's interest on these? I have similar to Cow, fuck you, is Rick from Kirby Air Riders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
little
Rick.
twink.
hamster who's very strong. Crouton from South of Midnight, I thought was pretty strong.
Crouton's good.
Oh,
Fits
that's
the bill
good.
as a companion. And then I think if maybe if we had more experience with it as a whole, the runaway this year might be Bing Bong, the little thing that you grab, the little guy from Peak. He's like a little
Yeah.
Ooh, Bing Bong, yeah.
Guys, their video in
Yeah, that was
Indie
a
Game
pick.
Awards was so funny.
Yeah.
When they
Yeah.
their acceptance speech was in game and they like flung around Bing Bong. It was really funny.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great.
good.
I do think a lot of inspired choices here. I do think Beef is the front runner for me. Beef from Dispatch for
Yeah,
sure. The
same.
little dog. So that's 3
want
beefs.
Francois.
We got a Francois from COG. Jerica, how do you feel about these votes?
It's
These
beef.
choices?
Like I was
It's beef.
trying
Okay,
to
great.
not make this easy, but it's got to be beef.
It's got to be beef.
Yeah, it's gonna be
He's so
beef.
cute. And
It
he's
has
such a
got
good player.
I
to be
smell
beef.
beef.
I smell like
think-
beef.
I
I
smell
think he's
like
also
beef.
inspired from one of the like developers' dogs. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cute.
I think.
How about that?
Yeah.
I just looked him up. That's my vote now.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go. There's COG. Whenever you play Dispatch, there's so much
fucking
fucking
cute.
amazing beef content in that game. There's so many lines and moments. Beef's the fucking best. Okay, the next any category is the best game to play in one sitting when you decide you aren't going to come out of your dark dungeon hole, or the best Goblin mode game unofficially sponsored by Blaster Goblin. Is it only because the word goblin is present? Yeah, yes, that is exactly right. I will put my cards on the table.
They call that nominative determinism.
Exactly. Nominee determinism. I think I added some syllables, but that's okay. Jake, I'd like to start with you. Best Goblin mode game.
I completed in one sitting, and I can think of nothing better than sitting through all of Luminous Arise in like an afternoon or an evening. Really cool, super like zone out, get in a trance. You're only thinking about puzzle solutions and the music that's happening at you.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Cayman, what's your pick?
I'm gonna go with Mega Bonk.
Ooh,
There's
okay.
nothing better than just like pulling out the Steam Deck, burying myself in covers, and then playing a Bullet Heaven and having a mini stroke because of all the bright lights flashing in my eyes.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla, I have a feeling that you and I are going to nominate the same thing. So I want to save us for last. Cog, what are you nominating in this category?
I don't want to get too long-winded here, but I'm going to nominate Blueprints.
Okay.
So our buddy Phil from 70% complete / the content mill, he made a good point in his critiques of Blueprints that he and I shared a while ago, that one of the things about the game is that if you only, like he and I being parents, if you only have like an hour or two at a time to dedicate to it, you're not going to really get the experience that you need and that the developers are going to expect you to have as you're trying to play it. Being off of work while the kids were still in school and having more time to dedicate to it made me realize that even more.
Sure.
So I'm going to say like a game that's literally made better by being able to be a goblin about it is Blueprints.
I like it. That's a good pick. I think the time it takes to beat it might keep it from having legs in this specific category, but it's an inspired choice and I really like it a lot. Jerica, what is your best goblin mode game?
I was so excited for this category. I just needed it for Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very, very good.
My like go-to game to fucking relax and just clean this little town up. And
I love
I
it.
want to know if there's. I know Cayman's got the platinum because I just perused all his platinums. Is there anything with the gnomes that I need to know more about? I'm not gonna get off topic, but I am. But I need to know. Worth doing anything with the gnome?
There's one trophy in one of the levels where you have to put them all in chairs.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Okay.
all. Oh no, wait! You also have to find a secret gnome in the hideout. That's another trophy.
Okay.
Nice. Kayla,
all I
would
gotta
it
know.
be safe to assume that the final nominee from both of us is the game about digging a hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so
So-
glad you
I had a
mentioned
feeling.
it.
I had a feeling.
Oh my god, guys,
into
if you
that.
haven't played this.
Jerica,
if
say
you're
that one more time.
nominated-
It didn't come through.
Damn it. I just saw that came to Game Pass, so I'm about to
Ooh.
download that bitch and try it
Hell,
out. As I don't know what
yes.
voice that was.
It's a
I
great
wanted
voice.
to say really quick honorable mention to this very short game called Spilled, which is a solo
Ooh.
developed game by this developer. I forget what her name is, her development name, but she like made this game solo and she's like on a boat and it's a game about being in a boat and cleaning up like pollution. And it's really fun. I don't know that it's completely like a zen out game, but
Sure.
it's a pretty short game that I also really liked. But a game about digging a hole has to be my best one because I spent 5 hours just digging around in the dirt.
Yeah.
So
It's the most like you're just doing the same thing over and over. You go into this backyard, you fucking dig with a shovel, and you can unlock things to make the digging go faster or like little bombs to like take out holes in it. But it's the most like lock the fuck in. It's Power Wash adjacent for sure. But it's just like, Jerica, you're gonna adore a game about digging a hole for sure.
it's so fucking good. Yeah.
Any strong any minds being changed about a thing? I will say, even though I said Cog might be climbing a hill with blueprints, I do really like the blueprints pick here. But any strong thoughts from the crowd?
I will say that in the spirit of the category, I would think that perhaps Mega Bonk, Blueprints, and Power Wash don't fit it quite as well, as those are not games that can be like completed in one sitting.
That's fair.
I was expecting to see things like Keeper and Sword of the Sea pop up here, which haven't
Sure.
been nominated, but like honorable mentions I think are perfect there. But
That's a great
Sword
point.
of the Sea sucks. So like,
right,
as a
right.
game that's terrible, it shouldn't be nominated for an award.
Got him.
I think that when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about games where you can turn your brain off, which I think both of these like align with that. I do think Power Wash would also align with that, but I think that you need the combo of like turning your brain off and completing in one day.
Well,
which I
I
haven't played
agree.
Luminous, so.
I would agree, and I would say you cannot turn your brain off for Luminous. Luminous, it's a
am with you as well. I think I'll be the only one battling for Luminous, and it sounds like Digging a Hole might fit it perfectly.
hell yeah. Any objections to a game about digging a hole as the best goblin mode game? Okay.
Jerica,
None.
had
Take it.
something earlier? No?
It seems like digging a hole is really similar to power washing, so you got my
Yeah.
vote.
Hell yeah.
Let's go,
Hell
Jerica. I'm so excited for you to play
yeah.
that.
That might be my career one day, doing both things at once.
Oh yeah.
The next category, congratulations, of course, to Game About Digging a Hole, but the next category, I bet it's really quite good, but I wouldn't know and honestly don't plan to change that award, or the best game you haven't played. Kayla, start us off. What's the best game you haven't played from 2025?
I'm so glad you asked, Patrick. And I
Oh, thank
did
you.
actually. I wanted to bring it up because I feel like it'll resonate with at least one person in this room, and that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Is the game that I'm going to pick for the best game that I haven't played this year because of its well wishes from some of our squad.
Okay, I love that. Jerica, how about
I
you?
love that.
The altars.
Ooh, that's a
that's a
good
good one.
pick.
Yeah.
I like that a
Mhm.
lot.
I did try it. My thoughts.
Okay, well, someone's got thoughts. Jake, how about you?
I chose mine based off of like I feel like our group experience and critically acclaimed stuff, and I feel like the answer is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. where it just seems like it's
Mm.
such a banger, but
100%.
it's really just not quite in any of our wheelhouses.
Yeah, I played that game for a few hours. I have some thoughts too.
Love it.
Jerica, did you go yet?
Yes, the altars was my pick.
The altars, that's right. I'm sorry. Cog, you're up.
I'm gonna go with Dispatch.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you're not.
I want to get there
fucking
eventually,
wrong.
but I haven't yet.
I think you would like Dispatch.
I think I would too.
I am going to skip my nomination because I like some of the ones that are already out here. I was going to say Despelote because I keep hearing people talk about Despelote, but I really like some of what's already on the board, and I'm doing a quick check to see, did I skip anybody? I don't believe so.
I'm afraid to give my opinion on Despelote because of Noah. That's the one that
Oh.
told me to keep playing,
You
right?
didn't like it, huh?
I don't want No, don't say that.
She
It
hated
hurts my eyes.
I'm not saying. I'm afraid he
She
might
hated it.
come murder
She
me.
hates Noah and all men. I agree with the third one,
Correct.
but
I mean, there's a correct opinion in there, but I'll let you decide which one it is.
actually, you know what I want to throw in, not Despelote, is Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles. I do want to throw that on
Oh,
the
that's
list.
good.
Yes.
I bought it,
I feel
and I
like-
just haven't got around to it yet.
I feel like we all probably have some that are like individual to us. Like I was thinking about Death Stranding 2 because it feels like it's up my alley, but I just haven't played the first or the second. But I feel like so many of you guys like that game and played the shit out of it, so it doesn't have a chance here.
Sure.
Mm.
I did love Death Stranding 2.
I would-
Go ahead, Kayla.
I would say out of all the ones that were highly acclaimed that none of us have played, probably Kingdom Come Deliverance, since it was
I
nominated
do believe
for
3 of
GOTY,
us
and
here
none
have
of
played
us-
the game.
Oh,
I did,
kidding.
Cayman did, and Jerica did, I believe.
oh, okay.
I love that game.
I downloaded the demo.
Okay.
That's how
Got
I
it.
played.
However,
Still
I mean, that's
counts.
also true for Dispatch. That's also true for Metro Prime 4 Beyond. That's like, so
Yeah.
there is, I think the game that the few of us have probably played is the Altars. Or maybe Final Fantasy Tactics.
I agree.
I
and
tried the
think-
altars.
Okay.
It's just me. It was fine. I didn't really get the like what the hype was about, but I thought it was
Hold on.
fine.
Let me throw one in. I wasn't gonna have an opinion in this. Let me throw one in.
Please do.
Arc Raiders.
Oh, sure.
No.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
Wow,
Actually,
that
its
was
use of
such a
AI
wet fucking
disqualifies
fart
it from.
response, you fucking asshole.
Well, here's the thing. I
Do
didn't
you want
want
me
to
to go?
open
Do you want
up.
me to go in order of this noises I just heard? And then I heard ooh, and then I heard
Uh-huh.
absolutely fucking not.
Well,
And
here's
then I
so
heard someone probably back there shit their pants. Jacob.
yeah.
Mhm.
So here's the thing about Arc Raiders and the Altars is their relationship with artificial intelligence AI is less than promising to award it from my perspective. But you know, maybe we don't agree as a collective. But I do, even though 3 of us have played it, I do think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the choice here. But that's just my opinion.
If I'm
I
gonna
would
push all for
lean
Kingdom Come
Tactics.
Deliverance. If I was gonna push for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I would say it's probably the most like acclaimed one that a handful of us haven't touched.
Correct.
Where it caught
That's
the
fair,
GOTY
yeah.
nom in the whole 9 yards.
Sure. I would say with that thinking, I would put Tactics right below it, of it being
Fair.
like one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time.
Yeah, I
and
did
we got a
play
remake.
Tactics. It's worth
Yeah.
noting.
We
I'm
lost
okay with
Kayla.
KCD too.
She died,
Come.
but Kingdom Come
R.I.P.
Deliverance
I was
2.
gonna say it.
That is the move. I'm going to go ahead and grab. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kayla. We're back. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 took the best game
I agree.
you haven't played.
What were
The
you gonna
next-
say? Penis?
Me?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab penis.
Oh, penis. I'm going to grab penis for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. I was going to say a time code, if we're being honest. Next
Yes.
up, the next INNY, the Expedition 33 award for the game no one will shut the fuck up about next year, or most anticipated. This one can go like so many ways for me. Like, because there's a lot that I'm really looking forward to next year, but I would love to hear from you guys first. Jake, I throw to you. What is your most anticipated game of 2025 that no one's going to shut the fuck up about next year?
Yeah, that's the key is the one that no one's going to shut the fuck up about next year. And I think not only is it probably one of my most anticipated games, but it's going to be just so massive if it comes out is GTA 6.
Yeah.
A safe pick,
Yep.
I do think.
If it comes
Anybody
out.
else? Was anybody else going to nominate GTA 6? Just to throw that out.
In the
No.
spirit of the award subtitle, yes. In the spirit of my own personal preference, no. But
Sure.
again, for the award, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say GTA 6 as well. I think I was gonna maybe say Wolverine, but that was also in the hopes that people don't shut the fuck up about it because it's that good. But I do think GTA 6. I mean, it's gonna be the biggest news story all year throughout the year. But anybody, let's see, most anticipated Cayman. No, you're not on this one. Fucking no, yeah, you are. I'm looking at the wrong line. No, I was looking at the right line. I'm sorry, Kayla. What is your nomination? I'm a mess.
I have a heart pick that I think some of you will be aligned with, but I'm going to say At Fate's End, which is from the developer who did Spiritfarer. And I'm really excited for this one. My honorable mention would be Resident Evil 9,
Sure.
which I think like the general public probably won't shut up about. But this one I'm personally really excited for. I think it looks phenomenal, and it doesn't have a set date yet. It just says 2026, so we'll see if it actually comes out this year. But that's my pick.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If
Jericho,
it was
how
like
about
just what I want to come out is Judas, but yeah, again,
Oh yeah,
it's
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's in the news for like not the best things, but I did want to sort of throw out Intergalactic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it could be not next year, but the year after. But I just wonder when we do see gameplay of that game, if it's going to be obviously the winner here is GTA 6. We'll just answer it. But I'm interested to see like what people think when we see gameplay for Intergalactic.
For sure, I agree.
And win.
Well, it sounds like GTA 6 got this one in the bag.
got the gets.
It seems.
The bag.
In the bag. Next up, very simply, the next innie is Sex of the Year or SODY instead of GOATY. I think if we're just swinging at softballs here, or perhaps hardballs, Jake, is the Invisigal sex scene that has already been brought up tonight on the show. I think that's a pretty easy nomination, but it was also, some people said, quite nice. Jerica, SODY, what's your SODY nomination?
That was my number 2. I had to pick the one, and it's not do they have sex after? I do not know, but it is Sam and Higgs from Death Stranding. The secret kiss, not the kiss that you think I'm talking about, not other kisses. This is the secret kiss, extra secret kiss.
I don't think I knew about this extra secret kiss. I think that's news to me as of recording this podcast, which is exciting. I'm going to Google it.
A little extra secret.
But you can miss it unless you fall asleep. You have to fall asleep next to a casket.
Oh, okay.
This is the most Kojima ass shit I've ever heard in my life.
Correct. You have to have 3 pizzas in your inventory, and it has to be 9 p.m. on the 13th of February.
Yeah. And for some reason, Sam's knees are really bruised, and I don't know why.
Ooh.
You know why? You know why?
I'm lying. That's not true, but yeah.
I do fear it's because he was on them, taking Higgs in the throat, Jerica.
Not to his arm.
Okay. Jake, Sex of the Year or SODY?
I was thinking Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake and Eva, but now that I'm thinking about it, Dispatch seems like it fits the bill. Like it's an actual sex scene. I know because I Googled it after you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
did. So I'd like to change my vote.
Okay. Cayman, how about you?
I just wrote down Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
what?
Just say this is that everything is soaked.
Oh, sure.
No, is this
everything
real?
Is soaked and everything is dirty.
And I'll say this: when you look down at your character, you really can't see your body. So who's to say there's no pants on, even though you have a suit?
Is this a theoretical sex scene or real sex scene?
This
Look,
is
on the dock it says it explicitly states. Let me pull that up somewhere.
Up to interpretation.
States, up to interpretation was what it was said.
It does say that.
So I interpreted that as Power Wash Simulator 2.
It does say
There
that.
could be sex being had at this time, so let me put it on there.
Here's
So me on.
Why do you think everything's so dirty everywhere, Kayla?
oh, it's so true.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
I think we already have the votes for Dispatch, but the case I would make, and I will just dip lightly into spoilers, is that something that I think is interesting about this scene in particular is that it has a through line in the whole episode of like funny and good character moments that these characters have because of it. That it's not just like, oh, watch characters have sex. It like serves a narrative purpose of tension and funny banter
Yes,
and
correct.
things.
You could also say
Which-
that it's not a real sex scene; it's a dream. So
Well,
you could
sure,
say
you
that.
could say that, but it's, I mean, it still happens in front of our
That's
eyes.
true, yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's true. I think I would vote
But it
that
does
one,
sound like Dispatch has the votes anyway with
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Is Dispatch
okay.
the most awarded? Any potentially?
It might be. It might be. I've actually done a really bad job about writing down the winners. I just realized. So that I might need to do that in post. I have like 3 of them written down.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, fix it in
Sex
post.
and post.
Next up, the next award, the next INNY is our second twofer. This will be an INNY and an outie for the Congratulations or I Can't Believe That Happened to You award is the most uplifting news story and the most disappointing news story of the year. This one will probably be relatively quick. We don't have a lot of buy-in from the audience, but let's start with depressing. Let's start from the bottom and go to the top. Cayman, I kick to you first. What is the most depressing news story of 2025?
My pick here was Xbox's showcase or lack thereof at the Game Awards.
Oh, sure.
And how they had absolutely nothing anywhere, and then they also just didn't show up at all for like any game announcements or really there's nothing for Xbox at all at the Game Awards, including
That's
wins,
depressing.
which was supposed to be their biggest year of probably the last 10 years, and they fucking sucked.
Sure, they got a couple
So-
of the what people would say are the smaller awards, but to
Oh,
add
sure,
to that,
sure.
but like
We're-
to add some support for this, at the beginning of the year, we all thought that this was going to be Xbox's year, and it certainly wasn't. With the slew of releases, with just off the top of my head, South of Midnight, Avowed, Doom: The Dark Ages, and that was just like that one
Keeper.
little keeper, that like little pocket in the Q1
The
or
Outer
2 or
Worlds
whatever.
too. Like,
Sure.
the
Avowed.
hits kept coming. Well, the mez kept coming for him this year.
The flop.
That's so
So
Jake, how about you?
I'll keep it with Xbox, and I feel like there's a couple layoff rounds at Xbox, but specifically the one that led to the closing of the initiative, the cancellation of Perfect Dark, and the cancellation of Everwild, as well as Rare's team getting pretty gutted, is about as nightmarish as it gets video game industry wise.
Yeah, that was in my short list as well. I think I will concede to that one as my choice as well, because the more I just like generally the AI takeover of this industry and how but it's like not one news story, but it's like it's just so much becoming the conversation of whether studios are using it or not using it or supporting it or not supporting it. And it's just such a bummer how AI is so at the front of everybody's minds, and never for good reasons, because it's fucking terrible. But I will, since it's not one specific story, I will concede that, and we'll just have these two be the nominees. So for those of us that didn't nominate anything, is anybody drawn to one versus the other of generally Xbox's lack of performance and showing up with new shit, or the layoff closure extravaganza
I mean,
from
they
like
sort of
July or
go
whatever?
hand in hand. I
They
didn't mean to
do,
cut you off,
they do.
Patrick. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, jump in.
No, I agree. Like the fact that Perfect Dark and Everwild like both got canceled, it made me just so scared for Fable. And like that's probably my most anticipated game to truly get back to and play. And if these two games like got canceled, nothing's safe. And yeah, to your point, like Xbox didn't have any big announcements to show, so that makes me nervous for what they're hoping that comes out this year. So
I mean,
Yeah.
we could we could really lump this in and call it like Xbox is no good, very bad year, because we did a whole podcast called like the scariest
totally
Xbox stories, and it's fucking insane. Like 2 major price hikes for the console, 1 for Game Pass by an additional 50%, cancellations, delays. It seems like a few months into 2025, Microsoft said like, fuck it, we're gonna do a bunch of bad shit this year, and then next year we'll nail it. They got Gears of War, they got Forza, they got Halo, they got Fable.
For sure.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly, for sure. Okay, so Xbox bad is the winner of
Yes.
most disappointing
yes,
story.
yes.
And then to flip it to the positive, most uplifting story. So far, I think only me and Jake have something to submit here. So Jake, I tossed to you first. But if anyone
Yeah.
else wants to jump in after me, then I will open it up.
Thank God
Mine's
someone's
like-
optimist. Being optimist.
Left. Yeah.
Too.
I feel like I'm excited to hear what Patrick says, but I feel like mine I can probably sell you guys on, because I think this goes hand in hand with like drop in, drop out, because basically right as we started our podcast, Nintendo announced formally the Nintendo Switch 2. And the ensuing launch and coverage and Nintendo Directs and stuff like that.
true.
The hype cycle of a new console launch, the magic of like Mario Kart World when it came out, like it could be argued that, and there's bad stories about Nintendo this year, like
Yeah.
we'll get to some of that stuff, I'm sure. But I feel like the Switch 2 launch.
Yeah, no, that's a very
Let's do it.
strong pick.
love
and
that.
I would probably actually vote for yours, but I am officially nominating for all my blue Prince heads in the chat the disqualification of Expedition 33 as Game of the Year at the Indie Game Awards, and the giving the award to Blue Prince for Indie Game of the Year because of AI. With Expedition 33 as my most uplifting, because I fucking love Blueprints. But Switch 2, I mean, that's not a bit as a nomination. That's an actually uplifting thing. So I would go ahead and throw the vote there.
That's a really good point. I like that Jake said that, because I think that was kind of the preface of like our jump into the industry as Dido is like, was that. And so I think we got to really all be excited and like have our time celebrating that. So I think I would vote for that one too.
Agreed.
Switch
Anything
2.
wholesome. Wow.
The winner for most uplifting story of the year. Next up, our next innie is a bit of a shout out, as it were, to some discourse that we've been having throughout the year in the Drop In Drop Out Discord, which you can join by going to dropindropoutpod.com. But it is the best, or it can't be Game of the Year without one, unless the game doesn't really have a need for one award, or best map. If you're in the Discord, this is a hot button conversation that I'm always in the middle of, that I fucking hate when games have either no map and need it, or a shitty map and need it.
That you're in the middle of, aka you start this. Come on.
Maybe I do.
Somehow
yeah,
I get dragged into these things I instigate.
Somehow.
It's crazy.
No, really, the one that really made this my the origin story
focus.
of my chaos is Expedition 33. That was my first big issue with that game, was desperately wanting to know where the fuck I'm going in all of the small spaces. Obviously, there's a huge map that you run around in the overworld, but there's not an actual map. But Jake, I toss to you, best map of 2025.
Donkey Kong Bonanza has a really banging 3D map that like seeing pictures of it or even like a video of it doesn't do it justice until you have used it in practice and focused on the thing that you want and planned a route there. You won't understand how fucking good it is with the different levels, different whatever the units of measurements there are, and then drilling down as far as you would like to. It's very cool.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, very strong choice. Cog, what's your best map of 2025?
I think as a resident sicko of a genre that relies heavily on maps, you can trust me, dear voters at home. Shinobi Art of Vengeance has a fantastic map, because in a world full of Silk Song nonsense where you have to buy a map and then you don't even know if you're going the right way or not because everything is just like a nightmare to go through, Shinobi does you a kindness, shows you with a little subtle change of hue on the map, hey buddy, you don't need to be here yet. You can go on and do something else if you don't want to be here right now. It's fine. Come back later. It's cool. Like, that little subtle change in the map to just let you know that you don't have to be beating your head against a wall for the next hour if you don't want to be, it's fantastic. Especially for people who like may be wanting to mainline and not like 100% all the levels like I was. So I'm gonna go Shinobi because it was very, very well done.
I like that a lot. It reminds me of Resident Evil when it's like you go into a room and you get everything. Now it's blue instead of red. It's like, it's just, how hard is that? Just tell me so that I don't waste my time. Kayla, best map of 2025.
I actually had on my list to say Donkey Kong Bonanza as well, so I will second that because I do think that 3D map is really cool, and I like that it gives you dirt stats as well.
Ooh,
It tells you how many things you'd be pounding through. So I would have to second exactly Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Who be pounding their shit right now? I do. Because Triples is best, I echo Donkey Kong Bonanza as my nomination. So I think it most likely has the votes, but we'll give Shinobi a chance with the folks that didn't nominate. Triples is safe, Triples is best. But I think the one thing that I don't think you mentioned this, Jake, maybe you did and I wasn't listening, is that the Donkey Kong Bonanza map continues to update in real time when you break shit, and it's like you can see where there's a hole in the world or a tunnel you've built. Like, it is an incredible design of a map in a video game that stays
what
up to
Patrick
date
is saying
with your
is you can pound away and then look and find a hole. So
exactly
Yeah. Exactly.
But Jerica or Cayman, any thoughts on those that have been nominated since you did not nominate yourself?
I'll say this. I don't trust Cog at all because I had to play Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and after having to try to fight through that map, then I don't trust his opinion on this. So I'm going to go with Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Cayman, I didn't bring this up last time. The map in Prince of Persia is pretty well regarded in the industry as being very, very good. So I think that's a you problem and not a map problem.
I think it's more of a commentary on a Metroidvania. Yeah,
I think Metroidvania fans are lacking in quality of life features. Then maybe they'd be happier as a people.
Oh, like the ones where you can take a picture. You literally take a picture on the map so you can run it to come back later, like that kind of quality of life, like the teleporters, like those. Yeah.
That sounds like some Elden Ring bullshit, and I'm not here for it.
Yeah, the best Metroidvania map is like the least smelly turd. It still smells.
Okay.
I do love an activated cognitive clips.
No, we do need to have a.
Can you bring that picture back up about killing Cog again? I think I know how to do it now.
With you, Cog, I support your statement, but I did have more fun with the map from Donkey Kong, like for me personally, but we got to have a conversation at some point in the future about Metroidvanias and maps and just Silk Song. Also, like, I want us to come to an agreement. Is it a shitty game or are we just shitty gamers? We need to know.
Ooh, now that's a topic.
That's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail.
Wait, you can't say it's ugly.
I think it's ugly.
Wow.
Well, the award certainly goes to Donkey Kong Bonanza with the majority there. Our next Any of the night, the Reggie Fils-a Me Don't Think Nintendo Thought That One Through award, or Most Nintendo Ass Nintendo Decision. I would like to start the bidding with our first prop of the night, I do believe. And it's this little fucker. The the Piranha Plant
your butt
camera that you can plug into the Nintendo Switch 2 for and your butt, which I have. But the most Nintendo ass Nintendo being that this one can get at best 480p, even though, like, why would you ever choose the basic black one that is just looks like a camera when you can have this fucker and it's like the other one is 1080p and this is 480. It's horrible. So now it's just a prop on my desk because it's the worst camera I've ever owned. Which to me feels pretty
without Hori, who is the people who made that one. So
Jordan, I tip my hat to you. That is very good.
Is there a big difference in the visual quality of seeing the internal anal polyps you have in 480p to 1080p?
Specifically with anal polyps, I do think that you can probably get away with 480p, probably.
Okay.
It depends on like what you're trying to do, because like if you're trying to look for like the actual scarring or anything like that, like if it looks benign or possibly cancerous, you do want the 1080p
It's great. That's
And
a great
I say
point.
this as somebody who has been in a room during a colonoscopy for a research purpose. So yeah,
No.
I have an opinion on this.
Thank you
As
for
somebody
clearing
with
that
a
up.
lot of scar tissue in his colon, he says 1080p.
That I wish you saw.
Stop it.
Sarcastic, Mr. Know-it-all.
Kayla, I see you leaning in.
Killer.
When the birds are
Sorry,
shed.
that was just for comedic relief.
Oh, I love your comedic relief.
Mhm.
Cog, I kick to you then. Best Nintendo ass Nintendo decision of the year.
Speaking of Metroidvanias, the marketing for Metro Prime 4 was
Yeah. Dog shit.
hilarious. One of the first things I try to highlight is like, you can open doors. Like, all right, cool. They put out this overview trailer a week or so before launch, which was very good overall. But instead of opening doors, like, no, we got to get them back. We got to change it up. Literally, they highlight jumping as one of the like abilities that Samus
It's a
can
huge
do.
feature.
I'm like, yeah,
It's a huge feature, jumping.
But you can't sprint. I fear.
Correct. Jake, round us out with
Can I
the
go
third and
last?
final nomination.
Am I last?
Yep.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Let me just rattle off all of these. Fucking
Great.
Switch 2 Welcome Tour costs money. Drag and Drive exists. $80 games are now a norm. Game key cards are now a norm. We put out a video about Pikmin for no fucking reason and then updated it a week later for no fucking reason. We announced a Virtual Boy virtual console that only works with insane accessories, and we launched a proprietary app that you can get Nintendo news from exclusively.
Let's
End
see.
of
Dragon
list.
Drive, Welcome Tour, $80 games, Pikmin, Virtual Boy. Was there another one?
Nintendo Today app.
Nintendo
That
Today.
app
Oh, I
is
considered
also
the calendar app
good.
for sure.
Wait, is
Yeah.
Pokemon
I like
Sleep
the-
out yet?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the
it
That's
sucks.
been out for
that's
years.
out. Yeah.
And I will say for $80 games, the selection of games is like kind of ridiculous. It's Mario Kart and Tears of the Kingdom, which makes sense, but then it's the Kirby Switch 2 version that has the extra DLC and the Mario Kart Jamboree TV party one that's is four $80 games, and they're weird.
Well,
Can I
three
just
of those
say-
4 are because they have DLC, though. To be slightly fair. But
Can I
yeah,
just
the base price for Mario Kart being 80 is a choice.
Yeah, it's insane. I think the problem, even with the DLC, is that they force themselves into a corner with that pricing because now Kirby, even with its DLC, is $10 more than Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is fucking insane.
Or
Can I just
say
when
that-
you include Donkey Kong's DLC. Sorry, Kayla, you go ahead.
Trying to say.
I'm trying to say, can I just say that the Welcome Tour is going to be my fan favorite because that was hilarious. Just the overall conversation around it. It was just
No,
so
I
funny.
do like Welcome Tour costing
I
money
do
for sure.
think- Yeah.
Hey, make a suggestion. That instead of us giving it to one individual, we just say, man, Nintendo made a lot of really dumb fucking decisions this
Sure.
year.
Yeah.
Because
No, we can't do
Because-
that. That's the category.
no, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like all of 2025 is the most Nintendo ass decision. There's not a single decision that was made that wasn't a Nintendo ass Nintendo decision.
I mean, that's
Sure.
fair,
Is
I
the
guess.
point.
But we got to
Sure.
pick
I
a
don't
winner.
think there's
no...
a single thing that they've done this year that would like not fall within the nomination.
But what's the most? What's the one that's just the most Nintendo ass Nintendo?
Them existing
gotta be a
this year, I
winner.
think is what I'm saying.
I think the Welcome Tour personally, but that's just
Doug
me.
Bowser retiring.
Oh, sure.
Honestly,
Oh.
very good. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
No, I do. I like Welcome Tour costing money as the Nintendo ass Nintendo decision, especially with
It's
how fucking bad
literally-
it is. It has a Metacritic of like 54 or something.
It's so shitty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny that you say that, Jake. Our next category, because I do think we're giving that one to Welcome Tour. Next category is the you really should play this game even though the score isn't higher award, or the best 7 of the year. I would like to start the bidding with this category as nominating one Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Oh, come on. Come on. Whatever. I'll put it on here.
Best
but
7 of the year. With
I
a
hear-
silver
I
If you
falls
run
also
back
over.
the
have that
tapes of
written
him talking about it all year, it's more like an 8, but okay. 7's fine.
Patrick being wrong. That's good. That's good. I'd give myself a 7. How about Jerica?
I don't know what the actual score is for this game, but obviously we're not basing it on true scores, I guess. So
I
would
guess
say
not.
Baby Steps.
Oh, yeah.
Baby steps, good pull.
Seven of
Good
the
pull.
year. Because that shit's fun. Is it perfect? No. But it's way more fun than, let's see, what did it actually get? I'm curious. Hey, 77. A lot higher than,
Hey, Jericho loved that one.
Perfect.
yeah. Worth your time.
Sure. No, I guess this does kind of fall into the Noah thing earlier, where at first I interpreted it as what I think, even though I would probably say Expedition 33 is more closer to an 8 than a 7. But it does say the you really should play this even though the score isn't higher. So perhaps Expedition 33 doesn't make it on a technicality, but I will fight the good fight. Kayla, what is your pick for best 7 of the year?
Listen, this is very much a heart pick and a true 74 on Metacritic, unfortunately, though I do believe it started out as higher than this when it first released. But my pick is going to be Lost Records Bloom and Rage for my best 7 out of 10. Because I actually really enjoyed my time with this game, but I do understand why there was some things left to be desired by others, and why it maybe got a 74, but I think it deserves better.
I dig it. Also, in the VOD, I'm not silencing you. I just turned you down a little bit. Let's be clear. That's not me saying that. No, that's not me saying Kayla should be more quiet because she's saying Lost Records is the nominee. I just want to get ahead of the controversy. Kayla is all I'm trying to do.
Patrick hates women now.
What do you mean now?
Wow. Fuck. I walked into that one. Cayman, what are you nominating for best 7 of the year?
I'm going with the roguelike Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, TMNT Splintered Fate, with a piping hot 73 on Metacritic. It is arguably probably the best co-op game I've played this year. My wife and I absolutely loved it. Put so much time into this game. And it is one I will stand and die on this hill, is that, like, if you've not played Splintered Fate, you should definitely go do that. It's very fun.
Cog.
I'm going another 74 in the chat. Eternal Strands, very fun game. Does a lot of things pretty well. Full stop kind of thing, where it's like none of it was great necessarily, but like there are some. I will say there are some really really good character moments. And it's one of the games I feel like Veilguard also tried this, and I thought pretty successfully, where it's just a game where like the protagonist that you are playing as and the people that are surrounding the protagonist, like it's like full of hope, you know, kind of like, even though there's like bad stuff happening all around them, they're like trying to just come together and like be kind and like do good. And that's, you know, we could use that here and there, you know. So check out Eternal Strands. It's fun.
We absolutely need more of that. I agree.
I tried it. I liked it.
That was cheer.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Eternal Strands?
Bro,
it's the most 7 looking game you'll ever see, too.
It's the reading game, Jake. You remember?
Yeah. Jake, round us out. What is your nomination for best 7 of the year?
I fucking played this.
Bro, that's what I was just saying. That was the reading game. There's too much. You streamed.
There was a lot of reading. You're so right. My heart pick is Recreation. It's like the best racing game I've played, and a solid 7 out of 10. But nominee wise, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
What did it score? Final score?
81
in the
Metacritic,
80s.
sitting at like a 79 or something like that.
Gotcha.
Let me Google.
I think OpenCritic was like an 80 or 81, I think, perhaps.
It's an 81. Yeah, I just saw it when I was looking up Eternal Strands. It was 81 still.
Yeah.
79 on Metacritic?
79 on Metacritic? Oh, there you go. God, why aren't we doing it in Fantasy Critic based on Metacritic? I actually probably would backfire on me when you look at all the other games.
It would.
This fucking guy. Okay. I think in the spirit of fairness, I think we can take Expedition 33 out, even though I think it's an inspired pick and very funny, and a lot of people will think it's funny, and I'm not going to get death threats, even though I probably will.
Yes.
I don't know Baby Steps Metacritic off the top of my head. I don't know that we mentioned that. We might have, and I just wasn't listening. But I would throw my weight behind Baby Steps, personally.
It's so much
think it
fun, y'all. Even if you aren't, if you're not gonna stick with it because of the challenging mechanics of learning how to walk as a grown man that is in a onesie and he's really dirty. That game's also got a lot of heart and way more story that I didn't think I was gonna get that attached to. And once you learn
Nice.
to walk, it's limitless. What happens
77
next?
on Metacritic.
So good.
77. Any other
Can I just
strong
say that-
feelings from the crowd? Kayla, you
Lost
go.
Records, can I just say, like, notoriously Life is Strange developers and like the way that they perform, and it did not like critically like get a lot of great coverage, but I personally think that there's a lot of still good story to tell there, and the bones are there. So I would argue that Lost Records.
Yeah.
I will
should be in the
say, to
running.
back you up a little bit, Kayla, if no one seemed to review the second drop of Lost Records, and I think if no one I'm sure some people did, but at large, people didn't update their reviews, and I think if they did, it would have been in the 80s and not in the 70s.
I think it was in the 80s until they reviewed the second part, then it dropped down. Actually,
Are you sure?
This is not a bit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I thought it was
because
in
it
the
wasn't.
70s
It
to
wasn't
begin with,
always
but
at a
maybe not.
70 whatever. Like it was higher before
It
part
did
two came
move.
out.
I thought it.
I think.
Huh, I thought it started in
I'm
the
a
70s, but
I'm like a recent sicko for Life is Strange, and I got into Lost Records, and I fell off of it like 3/4 of the way through the first chapter and didn't go back. It just didn't
Yeah.
grab me.
There wasn't
I-
enough muffin buffing going on.
I do
Yeah.
like the buff in their muffin line. I think that's very strong. But for me, I'm looking
forgot
at
about
it and
that.
like as far as like throwing my weight behind something, Baby Steps feels like that quintessential. Like if this game's for you, it's a banger. But it's definitely like a 7.
sure.
That's fair.
I refuse to budge.
Cayman says
So,
TMNT
you guys are
Splinter
moving. You
Fate
guys
is
are
the move.
moving on without me. Yeah.
Worth noting, I did just buy that game, and I'm like 3 hours into it solo, and I think it's really rad. And
Splinter
4-player
Fate.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
Hades style
I d-
game.
Mhm.
I do think if we're talking like games that are mid that like people don't really like say anything like super bad about, I think Eternal Strands is like a good one too. Because I played it, I just didn't finish it. I was just kind of like, it's good, but it didn't
Yeah.
score well for sure. So I mean, like
I just
there is
started.
that as well.
I just started it, and I made it
Mhm.
about an hour into it, and I was like, man, this game doesn't feel quite right. Like, there's just something about it that just doesn't feel
Yeah.
quite right control-wise, if that makes sense. So I'm like,
It does.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to. I'm gonna stick with it and put a little bit more time into it, but I definitely see myself like something's gonna have to really get its hooks into me, or I'm not going anywhere.
Sure.
No, that's
I
totally
do
fair.
think, though-
It's a little janky, a little bit here. Yeah.
If we're looking at it through the lens of like, would more people have played it if it scored higher? I think that maybe Baby Steps would fall into that because like I think like sometimes things like reviews can scare off people. I think that one's like weird enough to where if it would have gotten
Sure.
reviewed really well, it probably would have gone over better with the general public.
Well, it's also
My pushback against that is that it was kind of known that it was going to be that really weird, almost like QWOP style gameplay
Fair
getting what's the other one that getting over it, or is
Yeah,
that the
that's it.
name of the other one?
Bennett Foddy.
Yeah. So like, yeah, people know like what that developer is about. And so I feel
That's
like
fair.
if you don't like that kind of game, then like no score is going to make you want to try it kind of thing.
but
Unless you're
if I
like
can
super
push on
curious
your
and-
push, if I may.
Please do. Please do.
I feel like with it being a 77 on Metacritic, it's a game that I've literally never heard of someone who's played it say anything less than this game is amazing, even though the scores are in the 7s. I feel like that is why I put my weight behind Baby Steps is
Okay.
whatever my sample size is. I just feel like I always hear people talking about how funny and good and fun Baby Steps is, even though it's a janky mess, like kind of by design.
Even
is
though
my
it sort of
thought.
sucks.
Yeah.
Lovingly
Yeah.
janky. Yeah.
So
I'm for it. I say we go for it. Sure.
I
I
will
love it.
say
It's
though,
It's actually pretty well made. It's just the
Yeah.
game itself is hard to play and it feels janky, but you gotta learn to put your feet in the right holes.
I love
You know?
that. I do want to bring back though that at one point we talked about doing a TMNT Splintered Fate stream with 4 of us on this channel, and I would like to do that a lot, please.
and
fuck
Lego
yeah, brother.
Party.
And Lego Party for sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Baby Steps taking best 7 of the year. We only have a few more left, folks. But our next one is the award for a game that is supposedly coming out, but also fuck them for making us wait this long? Question mark, question mark, question mark, or the Team Cherry Award. I will throw out as the first nominee, and I'm gonna fucking take the shot and say that this game is gonna win, is Judas, is my nominee for when the fuck is this game coming out? You're making us wait forever, but it looks great. Cog, any chance you were also gonna nominate Judas?
Actually, no, because
Oh, fuck me again.
mine is unusual. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Usual June.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up and see when Usual June was announced versus when Judas was announced, because I saw that Usual June was announced at Game Awards of 2023. So it's been 2 full years. They had a demo at least once during Steam Next Fest. I think it was maybe last summer. Like I saw someone had a full playthrough from August of last year. And all I ever see is coming soon or 2025, and that obviously isn't happening. We got 10 days left. That's not coming.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like I know in my head that it's not anywhere near the same length of time as a Silk Song or anything like that. But I just feel like I keep hearing about it. I keep seeing the things on Lurk It or other key type of sites about Usual June. I see ads on Instagram, but it's like, when is it actually coming out? There's never been a date.
Yeah.
It's not a competition,
sense,
but
though.
Judas was announced exactly a year earlier at the 2022 Game Awards.
Fair. Okay.
But again, it's not a competition, even though we're nominating things to win an award. Jerica.
And I haven't won one yet, but continue.
Because I'm like, someone might mention it, but I really
Yeah.
hope everyone forgot about it, because this is gonna be a good one. What about a Little Devil Inside?
Oh,
They've been working
yeah.
on that game.
That game
That's not
doesn't
real, is it?
exist anymore.
It does
That
not
game's
exist.
not real. It does not
Despite a
exist.
very lengthy hands-on and a state of play centered around it.
Yeah.
Like,
Insane.
what's happening?
That's a
Seem
great
to have a
pick.
lot of promise.
That is a great pick. Kayla, what's your nominee?
real quick, sorry. There's a Reddit post from 11 months ago with somebody saying, "Whatever happened to Little Devil Inside?"
That's
Yeah.
funny. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Or her. Let me do one better with a 2021 mention. Haunted Chocolatier.
Oh, sure.
Now, while we were never promised anything and we know how long Stardew Valley took, why would you tell us almost 6 years ago that this was happening and we have not got a crumb, except the fact that we know he's doing so much more with Stardew Valley? Why are you working on that game still when you got a whole game you already told us about? Where is
Sure.
it? That's what I want to know.
Sure. I remember when Judas was going to come out by the end of Q1 this year.
That was
I remember
cool.
that. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Cayman, what's your nominee?
All right, I'm going to go back to the year of 2021 as well with Kayla. I'm going to pull out the sequel to what some consider the greatest JRPG of all time and the last video game ever made in collaboration with Akira Toriyama, and that is Dragon Quest XII Flames of Fate. We have this game. When the fuck is this game coming out? Just when is it coming out?
It's a great question.
Good question.
I don't have the
We got
answer.
a logo. That's something, right?
That's all we've got.
not.
All we got is a fucking logo.
So we've had at least one
kill
other
myself.
Dragon Quest game announced in that time, right?
They've
Like
just been
fucking
giving us
three,
five
actually.
spin-offs, dude.
Oh, sure.
It's
I
all
wasn't
like
thinking
we're
of the
all getting,
HD2D remakes. I was thinking of the new one.
Yeah,
that
and
announced
3
earlier this year.
remake.
Yeah.
Like
And
Monsters,
apparently,
Treasure.
allegedly, gonna get an 8 remake
Wow.
before we get fucking Flames of Fate.
Okay. It's bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit. This world
Jake,
sucks.
round us out. What is your nominee for the Team Cherry Award?
There's a bunch that I could put in here. Like I think mixtape is a good drop, but it's kind of, it seems like it's imminent. The fucking dynamic duo of the KOTOR remake and Star Wars
sure.
Eclipse both come to mind.
Eclipse,
where,
fuck.
I don't even know if those fucking games exist at this point.
No one does.
But I think for this one, in the spirit of the category, I got to take some accountability here because I'm so hard on Team Cherry. And when I think about comparisons to Silk Song and like the excruciating weight between updates, because like we got like a PlayStation blog update from Judas this year, and like that terrible key art and whatnot. We know that it's coming. Kingdom Hearts 4 has not been mentioned since it was
Oh,
announced.
yeah.
And I will say, I'm the first person to defend it, and they said we wanted to announce this for the fucking anniversary, and we're not going to talk about it again for a very long time, but they gave us too much. There was fucking gameplay and CG, and it's just like, it just feels like every single event people are like, Kingdom Hearts 4? It is the second closest thing to Silksong as far as putting the clown makeup on.
Sure.
Including
Yeah, because that also
this event, mayhaps, that we're doing right now.
Sure, yeah. That reminds me of BioShock, but there's also not been an official reveal of BioShock. There's just been super strong rumors, whereas we got so much of Kingdom Hearts 4.
I also had like Final Fantasy 9 in that same vein as well, where like that's on that NVIDIA leak, but no official.
Yeah.
Here's where my head's at. Sorry. Where my head's at is Judas and Kingdom Hearts 4. We know they're coming out. Like, we know these games are actually coming out. I don't think we actually know that we're going to get Usual June, Little Devil Inside, Haunted Chocolatier, or Dragon Quest. Like, those games all could get canceled.
Sure. I think the reason I still push for Judas, although I think I will put my weight behind Little Devil Inside, is I feel like with Judas, it was supposed to have come out 9 months ago, and we've not heard a lick of anything since then. And so that's part of why I'm sure it's going to come out, but also, are we sure that it's going to come out? I don't know.
Like
well, as Jake said, we got the blog update. We got the updates over the summer.
We got. Okay. Yep, for sure. Ken Levine interviews, did a little bit of a press tour. Sure. If I'm gonna, let's take everything else down a notch, huh? Usual June, never heard of it. Little Devil Inside could clear this for the next 5 years, because I think we're never going to hear it again. Haunted Chocolatier, we at least get tweets, and Dragon Quest 12, Toriyama died, so I feel like that they had to redo the art direction. I'm just trying to give an example of why we maybe haven't heard of it. Like, I don't want to.
We got an update. We got an update.
Well,
and the update was basically like, the game's still coming out. We didn't cancel it. That was the last update we got. That was a few months ago.
Well, the category is fuck them for making us wait. Fuck that guy for dying. You know, like,
okay, hold on. A sequel to a masterpiece, a literal masterpiece game.
You're talking to the right person. 10 out of 10. Just 11.
I mean, at this point, you put Mass Effect up here too, because like that was announced now.
Wait. I really like Mass Effect.
Wait.
Curveball.
What has happened at EA? Who knows? I just know they hire a principal level designer every week, it seems. That's all I'm getting notified on LinkedIn from BioWare. So they're just
Mass Effect
started.
That's a great
another.
We're
fresh off an N7.
Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, they just said like still alive or something, and that all you got was just like
every year they give this cryptic picture, a 20-second, actually let's take that back, like a 5-second trailer, and it just really sucks. Like in terms of like ripping out your heart, BioWare is doing that with Mass Effect every year, and then they want to or a statue of Commander Shepard dying in midair, getting suffocated. If y'all are unfamiliar with the statue, you should look up this statue. BioWare actually went back on it and said, maybe we shouldn't sell this. Anyways, it's sort of fucked up. I don't know. BioWare, you scare me. I don't know if I'll ever
iconic scene though. Iconic.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's Mass Effect or the Little Level Inside, but I officially say Mass Effect personally.
Yeah, I think so
the
too.
The statue is awful.
It's so scary.
Yeah, I always remember like Jerica being so excited and telling me like how excited she was because they were like, Commander Shepard's still alive, and then like we'd never heard anything else. And
well, in my playthrough, yes, but I cried. This trailer made me cry, and now I feel like crying again because
it's gotten worse and worse. Like I think last year for N7 Day we got like the reveal of it seems like the blue girl is coming back. Then this year we got basically nothing.
We
and
had, like,
EA
Liara.
There was
put some respect on Liara's name, first of all.
Level of let me show you this, and it's really we've gotten actually it has sort of built up. We got like a couple of one poster one year, another poster that has a lot of information inside of it. The next year, I think we got like a trailer with some audio, and like the year after that, we got like a 10-second long trailer showing a character in a really cool coat, which was probably the biggest thing. And then the following year, just like a blog post. and here's some stuff
Yeah.
on the store. That fucking
Yep.
sucks.
That sucks
Especially
because
on the
especially the last
heels.
trailer was like there was a bunch of buzz around it, and then it was fucking nothing.
Sucks.
Yeah, and we're also on the heels of BioWare's last project. Like internally at EA, Dragon Age is seen as a failure.
Right.
So that's a scary prospect for BioWare's future.
Yeah, and with their
Good thing they're in
being
really good hands
purchased-
now with Jared Kushner.
Well,
so-
right. No, for sure. Yeah, like now it's like fuck what's
Saudi
happening
Arabia,
now? Yeah.
Wish they would have never
okay.
announced it.
Congratulations to Mass Effect for the Team Cherry Award of 2025. We are pulling into our final 2 awards of the night. It is all built to this. The game that made you lose your absolute shit like you just finished your 3rd line and won an 8-leg parlay award, or the best moment in a game. This is the discussion I've kind of been looking forward to the most for this episode, because this year there have been so many outstanding moments in gaming, whether it's in video games or like in the industry, for like crazy shit that's happened. So, Jake, I'd like to start with you. What are you nominating for best moment of the year?
Yeah, very vague spoilers for the ending of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I am a sucker for when you can explain an in-game mechanic or function with the story, make it part of that world. And one of the best moments in that game is an explanation basically of how the end game of Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to work. Because at the end of Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong and Pauline go their separate ways. But after a small gameplay segment in like an epilogue, Donkey Kong needs to figure out some more music, I believe is how they framed it. But basically what's important is that it's positioned that Donkey Kong needs to get back out there and find Pauline. He's got to go get his little sidekick back. So Donkey Kong, you set off on this like mission. You're like, oh my god, this is gonna be the post game. Is like, okay, we got to go find Pauline now, and you go to the portal that you use all the time, and it's always like the same kind of like canned cutscene. Like you just kind of press the button, you jump into the portal, and you go as Donkey Kong, and you press the button to jump into the portal. And instead of jumping into the portal, Pauline jumps the fuck out of it with her arms open and does her like DK, and she's like so excited to see him. It makes me, I'm tearing up just saying it's so fucking sweet. It's like the sweetest moment ever. And they're two very like, for having no words, DK is so very like well developed and emotional with like his facial expressions, and Pauline is just like the sweetest little character in the world in that fucking game. It is sublime. Easily my favorite like moment.
It is
very good.
Peak for sure. Cog, what are you nominating for moment of the year?
If I could be like super duper broad, I would say basically the entirety of Act 3 for Clair Obscur. But to narrow it down to like one specific moment, though, again with like being as vague as possible, not spoiling things, because obviously people are still picking it up after all the Game Award sweep and whatever else. Like the build up to like the climactic battle with like the central antagonist, for lack of a better word. The whole lead up to that is amazing. The dialogue, the conversations that happen like between the characters right before the battle and right after are just incredible. Like just nailing home the themes of the game, and like just banger after banger as far as the word choice, and just like giving you things to like that really stick with you and that you think about. And like again, out of context, this won't mean anything to anybody, so I'm not afraid to say it on this particular moment here. But such an awesome, iconic line as like the, protagonist and the antagonist are kind of like, having this debate, is like the antagonist thrown out, your friends speak truth and it changes nothing. Like that is such a banger of a line, and it's like just speaks to, again, the themes of the game and like what all is going on in the context of that scene, and it just love it.
Oh yeah,
you'll get there one day, Jake.
Cayman, your moment of the year.
I'm gonna think outside the box here for a second, and
Shocker.
I want you. Just wait for it, buddy. It's less of a story moment,
Sure.
but an actual moment that you have after you complete it, and that is completing all of the segments and escaping the deserted island in Peak. That moment
okay.
when because that game is one of those games that is very difficult and it is very hard to get to the end. But being able to do it, not only that, but being able to do it with an entire group of people is I would say peak.
Okay.
Wow.
Very nice.
I love that. Jerica, how about you?
I want to say the last hour and a half in Death Stranding 2, but
Sure.
specifically the moment that happens before the guitar fight. And that's when Tommy Earl Jenkins provides an incredible singing situation with some
That's right.
incredible dance moves that is probably the most replayed moment from that game for me. And it's not even the very ending. It's like a lead up to the ending, but everything's like coming together to basically fight the AI dehumanizing system that we're fighting here. Yeah, you just got to follow along. Death Stranding, you know, it's just full of all kinds of stuff. And Kojima likes to sort of tell the future in some of his games. So I am also terrified. We might need Die Hard Man in the future to dance and fight the AI. But that whole scene was just one thing I love about Death Stranding in general is like all the artistic visions that Kojima has for certain moments are just so unnecessary. It's like he likes to give you whiplash. Like you're in this, you know, balls to the wall moment trying to fight for your life. And then all of a sudden it takes a moment and you have a very artistic, some would say silly little dance move, like dance number added in, but it's still beautiful. And I love the end of Death Stranding 2. It's such a ride.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
I agree. Great pull for sure. Kayla, what is your nomination for Moment of the Year?
I was really leaning between two options, one of them being similar to Jordan's option when it comes to Expedition 33. Specifically, there is, and again, keeping it vague because I think this should remain unseen, but the very long cutscene that is like is it in Act 3, Jordan, or is it like in the transition between Act 2 and Act 3? The very
I think
like,
it's the transition,
long.
but yes, I agree.
My
That
jaw
was-
was on
I
the
was-
floor.
Like the
whole
main
time.
twist reveal, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, essentially.
And everything around it, you know, more than just that.
Yeah. That whole moment, I
I
was
almost
just
said
like
that too.
in shock. Yeah. But I actually think, and this may be a recency bias, sponsored by Cognitive Clips, TM. But the other moment that I think nobody has mentioned that I really want to talk about is Dispatch Episode 5, the bar scene. Where you have the whole crew, and this is not really a spoiler besides like if you don't want to know anything about the game, but in episode 5 of Dispatch, also in general, like this was a cool experience for me, never really playing an episodic game alongside the community and alongside my friends. So that was really fun. But also like this moment, like it is incredible the way that it uses quick time events and the way that it tells the story in this bar with this group of like superheroes. I love that whole performance. It's done so well with the voice acting, the animation. It is just so incredibly good. So that has to be my moment of the year.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Great pull. I love that scene. And yeah, going back and forth between the fight and after the fight is very good.
Yeah.
My actual game or moment of the year, I can't nominate because I would have to spoil what is my favorite moment of Blueprints, which is something that I don't want to spoil for Jordan, especially because he's actually doing that. And Kayla has talked about maybe wanting to go back and stuff.
wanna
But
go
there is
back,
a
yeah.
moment in
Man,
Blueprints.
I would argue that you should do it for the sake of this podcast, and if any of us are sensitive to it, take your
I
headphones
can
off.
mute you. Yeah. I'll mute you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Patrick, put your hand up and then put it down when spoilers are safe.
Okay, great. So there is a moment in Blueprints where, especially late in the game, you're starting to piece together that there's like more than just trying to find room 46, that you're trying to figure out like there's a bigger story going on with the world within Blueprints. And there's a puzzle in the reservoir underground where you have to drain it in very specific orders and specific ways to get this boat to go across the reservoir lake underground. And when you go into there, you find a bunker. And inside this bunker, is a bunch of like weapons and maps and all of these things that you basically realize that your mother in Blueprints was leading a revolution against a fascist government. And it's this like fucking blew my mind that, and it's the kind of thing where like so many things fall into place from the story when you realize that, like with what the Red Prince is and all of these things, it's like, oh my God, this whole fucking time you guys have been just covering up a fascist takeover essentially, which I thought was so fucking awesome. And like legit one of my favorite moments of a video game I've ever experienced, of stumbling into this and being like, I'm sorry, what fucking game am I playing? So that is the moment that I will officially nominate from Blueprints. So you guys can come back now. The one as an honorable mention that I was going to nominate, if you didn't make me spoil that moment, Jake, was the first time you play Rainbow Road in Mario Kart World.
That one's so good. That's actually
which
really good.
we could throw it out there too.
I just
but-
needed
It's
to
nice.
mention it.
Yeah.
That's magical. Hey, shout
yeah,
out to
any- yeah.
we got 6 very different moments from all 6 of us, and all like very well positioned. I feel like these we did the games right that we nominated here.
I think so. Anyone have
This is
any
actually
strong
really cool.
feelings or swayed any certain way from your own nomination so far?
I don't know.
Moment is probably the one that,
Which
might-
one, Jerica? You cut out for just a second.
Why am I cutting out Blueprints?
I don't know.
Your
Blueprints. Oh, hell yeah.
sort of recap. I haven't, I personally haven't beaten it, but I watched Audrey, my girlfriend, get to certain things, and
Audrey.
that.
Audrey!
Yeah, I can't hear anymore over there. She's got her AirPods in. But yeah, I didn't expect. I love when there's an underlayer, literally an whole other place you don't know it's in
Yeah.
a game, and it opens up to that extent and just sort of also gives you whiplash, and you don't know like, oh, this makes sense. I think that's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool to have a story that also does something that magical. It might be worth me picking that as
For
well.
sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Pretty
Anyone
cool.
else?
No, I feel really strongly about mine and Cogs. I think honestly,
Yeah.
I might actually. I think I'm gonna go with Jordan actually, but I do wanted to mention the dispatch scene because I think it's really fucking good. But
Sure.
I think that's the first vote I've gotten all night that wasn't my own. So thank you.
Oh, that's so. That's so
mine's
good.
even slightly different than yours.
This
but
has
it's okay.
been this has been such a phenomenal year of games. There is like
It has.
we have 6 correct answers, maybe 7 if you include the late edition of Mario Kart World on there. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, it's still on there. So
what a year, gamers! What a year!
what a year. Here's
It was a great
my
year.
one thing about Peak. I just have no context, so that one's tough for
Yeah.
me.
Because you're a
without the
basic ass
context.
bitch.
Oh, sure, okay.
I'm ready to play Peak.
I respect
think
the
I'm gonna
Peak pick.
throw
I've played it.
I think I'm gonna throw my weight behind Jake. He's sold me on this game, this Donkey Kong. I've never heard of it before. He's sold
It's a
me
great
on this.
game.
though. He ruined the
It
ending.
was- it
for
was
the
so
game
I've heard a
for
lot
me.
about it. I don't.
No, I
don't
haven't
never-
ruined the ending. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
vague.
Cayman, like you would not expect Donkey Kong Bonanza to have an Act 3 twist worth spoiling. There is an Act 3 twist worth spoiling, and I texted Jake in all caps immediately.
It's
Like
I gotta get
So
to it
good.
eventually.
the Act 3 twist is like another definitely moment of the year where
For sure.
much like some of these other ones, you really connect the dots and you
yes,
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you connect.
makes you think in whole new ways.
it's impressive for Donkey Kong to do that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I with what's on, it doesn't seem like Mario Kart World Rainbow Road got any extra love, so we can, I think, delete that. I would say for me, I would put the Act 3 thing last, personally. Also because Act 3 is when I really, especially like there are some story beats that I just really did not like with Act 3 of Blueprint. So, but I would do one of these two personally, but that doesn't mean that we need to take it off the list. That's just my opinion.
Well, I think
It's fine.
I think it hurts itself. We just expected that kind of story from Expedition 33. I expected no less. So I think it's cool when you get these moments in games you just really don't. I think when it's truly a surprise, which I know we were all surprised in Expedition, but like you just sort of,
Yeah.
I still expected that.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
One in
Yeah,
both of
that's a nice way of thinking
scary.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, this
I
is
can't
best
pick.
moment, not necessarily most surprising, but I'll give it
Sure.
to you. I'll give it to
Sure,
you.
sure,
That's fair.
sure.
I expected to have a surprising twist. If that
Okay.
makes
I
Yeah.
think what's cool for Donkey Kong Bonanza, if I push one more time, I think what's cool is that it's a moment. It is like just a moment in time. It's just this thing that happens that's so precious. It's like for me, it's
Sure.
just that like perfect like 3 or 4 seconds of like what's led up to it, and then the thing happens, and it's just so sweet.
It is a very
Yeah.
sweet moment. I think for me, the only reason I would now that it's these two, I would still vote for the one that I put. Also, but it's in a very rare case where I virtually 100%ed Donkey Kong Bonanza, so I got to the very end of the end game. So after the reuniting, I then went and did the rest that I could do to achieve like the final thing, and the final moment was so disappointing compared to the moment that you nominated of like I felt like it was a waste of my time ultimately. For what you get. Doing everything I had a great time with. I don't regret that, but I do think that what the reuniting then builds toward I thought was very disappointing. Light
Yeah.
spoilers of just like what it is. It's just a screenshot. Like you just get an image. That's it. There's not like an actual like thing that you build
Yeah.
toward. It's just like, oh, here is just this thing. And it's like, that felt like a waste of my time. But I would
I'm
I
surprised
would
why-
support it if we go with the Donkey Kong Bonanza moment.
They didn't have the power for Expedition 33. I feel like that's kind of the favorite for this. After hearing
I
everybody, like I
mean-
think some people like agree with like some of these other ones, even though it didn't resonate for them. I feel like there's multiple people that it resonated pretty hard with for Expedition 33. I
By
mean, is
multiple
Patrick
people,
and I on
me and Donkey-
Bonanza?
Yeah, I mean, I
It
played
was-
Bonanza, but I haven't finished it long enough to know any of the context in which we're discussing. So I do think like I would still, out of all three of these, if we want to bring Expedition 3 back, like I would say Expedition 33 personally, because even though yes, like you do kind of expect this type of story to be told in this game, what I didn't expect is an hour-long cutscene, like and being like jaw on the floor the whole time during this hour-long cutscene. Like I was captivated by this whole like transition into this act, but I also haven't experienced either of the other two on this list,
Sure.
so I don't know. Like
I think
maybe we should have people who have played most of this to vote. I don't know.
Patrick, you
Chat?
said you put Expedition 33 last, and then Blueprints first, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza second. Is that
I
right?
would do it in that, yeah.
And
yeah.
then Cayman, you're reconsidering. You kind of put your weight towards Donkey Kong Bonanza. Jericho, where are you at with these three left?
She did say Blueprints, but I'm gonna let her speak.
I'm still sitting at Blueprints because I
Okay.
think the fact that obviously the gameplay and then the fact the story backs it up in a totally different way and can really like just this is more than this kind of game. I think that's really really fucking cool. Which I know Expedition does that sort of too, and I don't know, y'all. Don't let it be up to me. I'm leaning more towards Blueprints, but I can be swayed.
I'm
The
also
game
very
doesn't
much in the
necessarily change.
don't leave it up to me, because like Patrick, in the same way, I feel like I am second on Blueprints if all of a sudden
Sure.
that's where it's going. But it's still first Bonanza.
Are we gonna make
For
history
what
and
it's
say
worth,
this is a tie?
No, that's stupid.
Patrick?
For what it's
Or not
worth-
Patrick Jordan.
what it's worth, I obviously unplugged because I heard like a couple of words of what Patrick was talking about, not the whole thing. So I'm still unspoiled. Don't worry. But there have been so many moments in the past. Like literally, I rebought this game 4 days ago at the time of recording, and like started a whole new file, powered through, hit credits. Like that's where I met with Blueprints, and like I've been
Yeah.
doing like post game, quote unquote, if you want to even call it that. And there have been so many like, oh my gosh, like moments as I've played this game. Like the cutscene that plays right before credits, like I was tearing up for some reason. Like it's just like it kind of hit like out of nowhere as far as the narrative of that's like. Expedition still takes the cake for me personally, but if we're going to be like splitting votes and stuff, like there have been a lot of those like, oh wow, like gameplay moments in Blueprints that I would not be angry if it
Sure.
took this away.
I mean, not being hyperbolic, there are at least 20 moments of Blueprints that could be nominated, like of aha
Yeah.
moments for sure. But the one I think that's the coolest moment of all is that specific one.
Throwing it out there, I don't know how long it would take or if we would cut it out or leave it in or anything like that, but I feel like this could go to any of these three. Should we get mathematical and do like a ranked choice voting thing for all 6? Because like I feel like this is our big category, we've all
Yeah,
debated it.
that's
Everyone brought
true.
something really good. Like we could award 3 points to one game, 2 points to one game, and 1 point to one game.
Sure, we can do that.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then the most points wins.
Yes,
okay,
we can do
I
that.
like it.
Timecode.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Kayla. So Blueprints
Yeah, I got
has
it.
2 number 1 votes for me and Jericho.
Don't
Any
do
other?
do it individually, I feel like. Just go to
I see.
Cog
Okay,
and
sure.
then do tally marks.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I doing?
And
Ranking
Here,
the good
I'll
moments.
I'll run this.
Who do
So
I
we
send it
have
to?
you'll just tell me.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
That would be
Jerica, you're first.
Blueprints.
Blueprint second.
Expedition 33. Donkey Kong.
Okay, Kayla.
Expedition 33, Blueprints, Donkey Kong.
Okay, Jake.
Bonanza, Blueprints, Expedition 33.
I am Blueprints, Bonanza, Expedition 33. Cayman.
I think we're gonna go Bonanza, Blueprints, then Expedition 33.
Wah, wah.
And
Is
Cog.
Blueprints about to get this by being everyone's second favorite choice?
I think so.
And then I'm going Expedition, then Blueprints, then Donkey Kong.
I like that.
Yeah, so Blueprints didn't get a single third vote. It got all first and second. So I don't think the numbers can, but let's see, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So yeah, Blueprints, moment of the year.
Wow.
To Blueprints.
Wow.
All right.
We love to see it. And
I like it.
man,
Also, I think
Uh,
leave it in, by the way, edit
Sure.
wise. I think it'll be
Great.
cool to
Oh,
get
okay.
everyone.
I mean, it was like 30
rank. I
seconds.
think
It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Moment of the year
All
goes
right.
to that
Wow.
thing in Blueprints, which brings
That
us to
thing.
our final
That
inning.
thing.
Our final
What the
inning
thing do?
That
is
one main
the.
thing.
I can't believe it's been a year. Remember that really funny or cool or sad or exciting thing from that one time award, or the best DIDO moment? This can be from the Discord, from the podcast, from streams, just something that happened within DIDO this year. Jerica, would you like to start us off?
I think my favorite moment was just something I experienced, and that was just watching the crystal coconut with Gaben and Jake, and me whipping
Nice.
out banana.
Hell
And
yeah.
us getting
Yeah.
y'all being shirtless, and then me feeling left out. So I bought a shirt that shows my hairy chest for next time. if
I
there's
love it.
people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I enjoyed
Hell
that.
yeah,
That
brother.
was fun.
Cog.
I have truly just enjoyed doing all this with everyone present, with everyone who has been involved with Dido at all throughout the entire journey has been incredible. And I think that kind of culminated in a way with the Mario Kart Invitational, because not only was it really cool to play along with everyone who was able to make it from Dido proper, but having all of this like gaggle of other incredible, awesome people joining in with us and just like sharing in that with this community that we've built alongside ourselves. Just top tier.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Jake, how about you?
I'll save my runners up because I feel like this is another good one to just mention at the end if there's any. But if I have to put it behind one, Halo Jamboree, the first time that we all just streamed with the
Yeah.
community and a lot of people showed up. Or
was
Doritos and
big.
Mountain Dew.
Yes.
I
spicy
That was a
Actually-
really fun time.
to quickly chime in on Halo Jamboree, that Halo Jamboree was also like a deeply important moment for me, where that was like really close to After Tree, and that was like the first time I had really had fun in like a month, and it was a very
Yeah.
important night for me. So that I might
Yeah.
vote
Yeah.
for that.
That was a good
Cayman, what
one.
do you got?
So nothing sentimental like you, Patrick.
Sure.
This is a very specific point in time, actually, during the Crystal Coconut episode, where Jake delivers the bombshell about Donkey Kong from the Crystal Coconut is the blowjob eyes face, and this absolute mind melt
Very funny.
where we had to reckon with this The crystal coconut is like one of the longest running memes of all time. Is a goddamn VHS of a fucking awful animated TV series that no one remembers.
Sure.
Incredible stuff.
I think that
And
is a
came in-
second vote for Crystal Coconut, actually. Yeah.
Because of that moment, I texted Cayman and Patrick, and I think Jake too, because there was like these gift cards to McDonald's with Grimace's face on it, but he's also kind of like looking up, and I was like, did they give Grimace the blowjob eyes?
That's
I
funny.
cannot. I cannot.
Kayla, what are you nominating for best Dido moment?
Listen, there's a lot to choose from. I think I'll get to honorable mentions later. Like maybe we can have a whole section because I feel like this
let's
really
do that.
deserves to be talked about more. But I think the doom and gloom episode for me, like that one was really good because it gave like not only did we get an opportunity to talk about something that's very important to me, which is mental health, but also I think it was so fucking fun. And it was also like a moment that was like very like not serious is the wrong word, but like intentional and like emotional, but also like hilarious and fun. But we're able to balance like a lot of feel like what Dido is like it's an escape like from like a lot of things that we struggle with in our day-to-day life, but also a moment to like reflect. So I feel like that episode like really encapsulated a lot of that. So that's gonna be like my official vote. But I have a lot of other runner-ups, so we can talk about.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of honorable mentions. I think I was between a few, but I think I'm going to officially nominate the announcement of Drop In, Drop Out on Kind of Funny Games Daily, which was very cool. And especially like behind the scenes, like that sprint that we had between all of us of like, Jerica calls me and is like, hey, so I'm about to be on Kind of Funny Games Daily in like 2 days. What do you think? And I was like, yes, whatever we have to do, yes. And so that, and like watching it all together, and then the how much support we got out the jump from the Kind of Funny community, and also our own communities that we had been building over the last several years, and people's like meeting each other finally for the first time within communities and stuff. And it was that first like 2 weeks was just very, very fun and cool, being kicked off by Jerica on Kind of Funny Games Daily, playing the trailer. Which, so yeah, for sure. But in terms of some honorable mentions, I'll also kick us off with honorable mentions. I think the cows in the Mario Kart world first stream for sure.
Yeah,
was very
that
fun.
whole first stream.
That was gonna. I almost submitted that as a screenshot of the year. Was one of the screenshots we took of all the cows lined up.
That was so good.
And then
really
also, I was going to say Mario Kart World Invitational, just in general. And that kind of echoes the announcement of like that all came together in like 72 hours, maybe a little more than 72 hours, but it was a very like quick and dirty type thing. And then last honorable mention for me, to be selfish for a second, I had such a fun time unveiling the baby video last week and seeing everybody's reaction.
I have Paulina written down.
Yeah, it was so fun. So Jake, add in some more honorable mentions.
I'm pretty sure it's at the Halo Jamboree, but the bald reveal.
Oh yeah,
was that at
reveal.
the Jamboree? I think it was.
That's how we started.
You guys all fucking left me, and I remember fucking like seeing like one of you, two of you, and then just staring at the camera and being stun locked. Like, first of all, I can't believe they did a bit without me.
For sure,
very, very good. I have Coglina written down, was really, really good, very well edited. I think as like another like I'm all about those like individual moments. Cog's fucking bunny moment is so fucking funny, and it's a little bit like it's tough to explain. Like, it's not that you had to be there, but you got to watch the clip, you know. But God, him just getting absolutely stun locked.
Speaking of like, stun locked,
bunny,
yeah.
Oh my god,
for sure.
Good.
Kayla, you mentioned that you might have some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was gonna say, I love Kayla's pick, not only because, again, selfishly, I like helped host that episode, but also that was the one that I went back to kind of like scrub through a little bit and hear Jerica talk about Dave the Diver, which is what like solidified my pick to choose that for Secret Santa. So
Nice.
It's all connected, baby. It's all connected.
It's all connected. Kayla, you had some honorable mentions, I believe.
I can't believe no one has mentioned our failed announcement video that we tried to make.
Yeah. God, it was so bad.
One day.
Yeah.
It is so funny how much time, guys, you don't even understand how much time we spent
Yeah.
on trying to script an announcement video. Jerica?
Commit to something cool where we can mass produce it on a CD or something, or a disc, a DVD.
Oh, sure.
No one's gonna be able to play
What's
it. So
that?
maybe that's the goal here. I don't want anyone to ever see it, but that'd be cool.
Man,
was
the amount of
so funny.
rewrites I did to that script to just try to make it sound like you guys were at being fucking normal, and no one can read here.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm one.
Professional actors here, and then he had to learn that is not the case. None of us
Sure.
do that. None of us know how to read. I
Patrick
mean,
questioned everything in that moment.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
the
truly-
reveal and like the
Yeah.
conversations around it as we were like, hey, we'll change this, we'll change that, let's record this, let's record that. Hey, is this bad?
Yeah.
Hey,
all of
we're
us
gonna
being
send
like,
it off to our editor and
kinda
see if that
bad.
works.
Redacted. But also the hot dog jamboree was
Oh,
really
yeah, that was pretty
good. I really loved the
Oh,
hot dog
fuck.
jamboree where we did Fall Guys. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And then also like our first episode, I really love like listening back
Yeah.
to, because after we all recorded that, we all kind of like looked at each other and we're like, wait, we can actually do this for real. Like
Yeah.
that was a really cool
Yeah.
moment, because like it was all of us and we were like really much like being like, can this work with this many people on screen? Like that's a lot. So that one was really good too.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
a lot of cool moments.
Anyone else with honorable mentions? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it was everything.
So anybody feel strongly about what we should choose as Dido moment of the year?
My
I do-
only thing. Go ahead, Kayla.
I was just gonna say, I feel like we all majority needed to be there for it to be like the moment. So I think maybe even though like Crystal Coconut and Mario Kart, I think are like standout moments, I think maybe we take those off because majority of us weren't there for
Sure.
it. I would say.
With the-
Fair.
I would say, and then
I
so Doom
maybe-
and Gloom as well.
Is that the case for that one as well? I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying these are off the table for these honorable mentions. I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe we need to scoot them up because the bald reveal
Hear me out.
was
Mix
really good.
bald reveal into Halo Jamboree.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would
yeah,
do.
you're right.
Oh,
I
that's
would
true.
vote on
That's
Halo
true.
Jamboree. I would vote
Halo
Jamboree.
Jamboree
I'm
just
locked
being moment
in.
of the year is a good one.
I agree because it was our first like community event ever, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo's so fun.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We should just can we just like I'm just fucking throwing this out there. Can we just lock in like next Jamboree is Halo Jamboree 2
Let's go
and we
back.
download a different game and fucking run this
Yeah.
shit back?
Yeah.
I want Mountain
Absolutely.
Dew.
We
Jake
all-
was being a cog about not downloading the right game.
We gotta have Halo 3 downloaded, everybody. Oh god, I got it downloaded.
He'll never.
Halo
I'm out of here. I'm out.
Well, let's say this. So, peeling behind the curtain a little bit, the secret jamboree is still happening, but it has been delayed. As so many things in
has,
video games,
yeah.
it has been delayed. And so let's start building toward another jamboree. Let's just say Halo 2 jamboree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Halo
Um,
Jamboree 2.
I think that
yes.
maybe my new favorite moment might happen in the next few months. Maybe you'll have to see what it could
Maybe.
be.
Yeah.
So I'm
Or
going
the
to go
next few
through,
minutes.
or the next few minutes.
Hey.
I'm going to go through and go ahead.
I'd like to nominate tonight as the best.
Oh, let's go.
Aww.
I'm going to do a quick recap of the winners. I went through and I remembered what won for all the awards. I'm going to do that real fast. So biggest disappointment went to Split Fiction. Most universally loved game went to Expedition 33. Best hunk, Naked Snake. Best babe, Blonde Blazer. Screenshot of the year was the Fantasy Life Girl Who Steals Time, Kill Cog or whatever. Best box art was
Destroy
the
the
Donkey
Cog.
Kong Bonanza reverse art. Best little guy went to Beef from Dispatch. Best goblin mode game, the game about digging a hole. Best game you haven't played, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Most anticipated, GTA 6. Sex of the year, aka Sodi, went to the Invisigal scene in episode 4 of Dispatch. Most depressing news story, Xbox. Most uplifting news story, Switch 2 announcement. Best 7 of the year, Baby Steps. Most or best Nintendo asked Nintendo decision, Welcome Tour costing money. Best map, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Best 7 of the year, Baby Steps already said. Team Cherry Award, Mass Effect. Best video game moment, Blueprints. And best Dido moment, Halo Jam Brie. But as Cog just mentioned, there is one more thing. It wouldn't be a special Dido episode without one more thing. And me and Cog have been cooking up something for a few weeks now that we're going to unveil right now. There has been a bit of a bit happening all over Dido all year in regards to JakeTwitchin's game of the year.
No, dude.
And so
Oh,
we
no,
have put
dude.
together
Oh my God.
this.
Oh my
This
God.
isn't a
Oh my
nomination
God.
situation. This
Oh.
is just the JakeTwitchin Awards, and me and Cog are going to go back and forth and award a handful of JakeTwitchin Awards. So, Cog, would you mind taking the first one?
Of course. The best looking game of all time goes to Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater.
The best skating game of all time, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4.
The best gameplay you'll see all year, 007 First Light State of Play.
The best traversal, or the traversal game of the year, goes to The Knighting.
The sports game of the year, NBA Bounce.
Also released this year, the best sports game of all time, Super Mario Strikers on NSO.
Yes, actually, yes.
The racing game of the year goes to Formula Legends.
I referred to this earlier when Jake was like, I can't fucking believe that game is such dog shit. However, the best game on Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour UFO minigame.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The puzzle game of the year goes to Luminous Arise.
The best turn-based combat ever goes to Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
The prettiest indie of all time, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
The best looking game of 2025, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
The best addition to video games, Tales of the Shire skipping mechanic.
Game of the year, Donkey Kong Bonanza, but just only based on the Nintendo Direct before anyone had played the game.
Mm-hmm.
The best innovation of 2025 goes to Tales of the Shire birds on signposts mechanic.
The best Big the Cat content we've ever received goes to Big the Cat and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Fuck.
He's got big fucking blue balls.
Game of the year and I can't even read this. Game of the year and better than Silk Song 1 is Hollow Knight Silk Song.
And game of all time goes to Dragon Drive.
Oh my god.
These were, of course, all pulled from JakeTwitchin's reels, his shorts, his TikToks, of all of the different sweeping claims that he has made all year.
Oh
No
my God,
liar, JakeTwitchin.
Correct.
There was an
Correct.
idea at one point to actually pull all the Metacritic scores alongside all those claims too, but we had to just drop that because time
Yeah.
constraints.
Time
I
constraints.
thought you were
but-
gonna clip every time he said game of the year for something into one.
That was another version of having a super cut of all the videos of him saying, "Is this
Yeah.
the best game of all time?" But again, ran out of time.
I truly think you do speak from the heart every time you make these claims, though, and I have to admire you for it. You're in the
Oh, me
moment,
too.
and I fucking love it.
At that
Yeah.
time, it's the best game I've ever played. It's the best moment
it.
I've ever had. I'm the happiest
Speaking
I've
your
ever
truth.
been.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
very good. And let me be clear. There were about 15 other things we could have done with other awards, but we pared it down to 16 or 18, I think it was.
Very good.
So that brings
Very
us to a
good.
close for the 2025 INNYs. We will be back next Thursday with our Game of the Year episode on the 1st of January. And I'm just going to go ahead and say we have a massive announcement planned for that episode. So you want to be there live in twitch.tv/dropin/dropout pod.
It's big.
Tune in for the most exciting thing that we will ever announce up until this point. Maybe there'll be a bigger thing in the future, but Y'all, thanks for being here. What a lovely episode of Drop In, Drop Out. Go to dropindropoutpod.com, join the Discord, go follow us everywhere you can. But until next Thursday for Game of the Year, or until next time you come to see us, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next year.
Oh, I gotta fucking edit this now. I don't know where the fucking... Is it just the intro?